to get a cab with all Labourites in it. But when you look in the cab, when you look in the cab, neighbor, it was all the topic, of course, was politics, but not one green armband in sight. The car was filled with Labourites. Now, you spoke about the silent majority. Labourites traditionally are not known to be boisterous people or boisterous supporters.
Or declare their support.
Right. There's a pocket of support in for the Labour Party that is not boisterous or loud, and that adds to the comment you made earlier, where you said the support of the Labour Party it cannot be measured because there are several supporters of the JLP that are not card-carrying Labourites, or they don't have a green armband, a green T-shirt. I'll use myself as an example. I work politically in the background, right?
Oh, wow.
And,
yes.
And I'm not one of those Labour Party supporters that frequent political meetings or mass meetings. But when it's time to vote, I'm there at the polling station very early in the mornings. So you're
a reliable voter.
There you go, sir. There you go. So you have that pocket of support for the Labour Party that is not seen. The numbers cannot be measured.
And it's not picked up in any polls, sir.
There you go. Yes, sir. So I just want to associate myself with that comment because it is really true. It is.
Yep. Well, fantastic. Yes, sir. And you know, HR, I think that it goes beyond that. You see this girl that is telling the Prime Minister that she should have borrowed him?
Yes, I saw it.
I continue to call you for say, HR, many people will not talk about this, but you see that sexual attraction that she's obviously speaking to, a lot of votes there, so
Yes, but if you notice, Labour, when the Prime Minister goes out, when he's on the campaign trail, because what he's doing now, when the Labour Party is having these spot meetings and the Prime Minister has his motorcade, that is campaigning, So when the Prime Minister goes out on the campaign trail, if you realize, women flock him.
Yes.
Women flock him. Most of the supporters in the Labour Party are women.
Yes.
Most of the runners, the canvassers are women. The team that make that the team of support that for MPs are women. Most of them. So,
yes, sir.
I'm seeing that too, neighbor. I'm seeing that.
No, we will not hear this discussion. But you could have denied a little bit. There are girls in Jamaica. They are not Labourites. They are not PNP, but they find the Prime Minister attractive, yes, sexually appealing, and he's going to win their votes. Sir. I'm telling you that.
Yes.
Yeah. And you see the little girl that touched his face, sir?
Yes, I saw it.
I am wondering, HR, if the Prime Minister is not building a next generation of support. 10 years from now, he could be vastly more popular,
It is a very real possibility.
Uh-huh.
It's a very real possibility.
You notice how the children love him, sir?
And flock to him, yes.
And the Prime Minister is only 52, 53 years old, 53. which means that he could serve for another three terms. If he served enough, maybe he doesn't want to do that. But I think that he's doing something very, very important for the Labour Party, sir. I think he is building support from the next generation. Those young children, when they turn 18, will vote for the Labour Party. I think so.
Yeah. We must not underestimate it, neighbor, because when you can have young children gallivanting and cheering when they see the Prime Minister, that is a testament of support in and of itself. I'm not sure how tangible it is, a testament of support, and an addition to the Prime Minister's political capital. So, yeah. I agree, neighbor. I agree.
Take care of yourself. You hear?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for the chance. Thank you, chance. I saw that. Thank you One T. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. One T. Thank you. Shoes. Thank you. Good afternoon. Arville. Arville. Kevin. Hello. Hello. Okay. Let's end that. The line is kind of long, so let's see how much people we can take up here. Let's do that. Nelda. Hello, Nelda. You're not coming up, Nelda. You're Jennifer Jones. Do you want to come up? Chance. Selburn Cox. Hello, Selburn. Good afternoon, Chance.
Hey, neighbor, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Just to say, continue to do the good work you're doing. Very informative program, and also the Friday was a very good afternoon. I enjoyed the worship session, and I'm here to say I have passed through other lives, and I see people playing gospel songs. So I said it seems as if neighbor, the Holy Spirit catch them over there too.
They're doing a lot that we are doing, ma'am. That's no problem.
Yes. So that was very good. I saw the interaction with the Prime Minister yesterday with the lady who said she wanted to borrow him, and the lady was very specific and intentional to make sure the Prime Minister heard what she was saying.
But ma'am, have you ever seen this in Jamaica? And this is the Prime Minister, ma'am.
I've never seen it. I feel so good because when I was growing up during the 90s as a little girl in Jamaica, I didn't get the opportunity to interact with my political representatives. So when I look and I see the little girls waiting on him, and by the time he get there, they pull in the door for him to come out.
Can you imagine?
Saying to him,
he's a superstar.
There was one yesterday who hugged him with both arms around his waist, and she took her hand and she rubbed his stomach. She said, "I see the buses on television and they look very good." And the Prime Minister said, "You hear that? So make sure that they get the buses for September." Like these things.
Did you see the little girl touch his face, ma'am?
The one who touched his face almost made me cry. I'm like, oh my goodness me. I'm trying to figure out what is she thinking by touching his face to say, am I really in the arms of the Prime Minister?
Can you imagine? Is this for real?
It was so real a moment. And my goodness.
Yes, her parents will save that tape when she grows up.
I'm sure few years from this, when he's campaigning again, they're going to show him that video, because I'm seeing a lot of that happening too.
But look at the Prime Minister's response to the lady, ma'am. Just natural, like what she said. Yes. Borrow me.
And that is when you see the human and the natural side of him, you know?
Yes.
You hear what she said? She said she want to borrow me. And then he went on to other
things. And you know, ma'am, tomorrow, this man will sit in the cabinet, and when he enters the room, those ministers will stand and applaud.
I think so.
That's just how cabinet works. When the Prime Minister comes in last, and the ministers stand. So this is the Prime Minister of Jamaica, who that little girl is touching his face. A man with power, a man with authority.
Yes.
And a girl finds him so natural that she say, "I want to borrow you."
Imagine, he said it with that course to make sure that at least he heard her and he acknowledged what she said.
But I guess she's expressing the sentiments of many of you girls out there, eh?
You know what? I'm going to keep my imagination very sanctified.
I know. Boy, I tell you, ma'am.
Oh my goodness.
Poor Juliet, I tell you.
You know what I mean? I'm sure she's a very strong woman who understands what her husband is here to do.
Have to be.
And yes. And then she's loved too, as I see in her constituency. She's also very loved, and people cheer for her too. So I guess they understand their assignment.
The Prime Minister is popular.
Very popular.
Popular like
But that's good. And we love you too, neighbor.
Take care.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Yes, take care and all the best. Have a wonderful
program. Nobody don't want to share me though, ma'am. Nobody don't want to share me.
Nobody don't want to share you.
Nobody want to borrow me. Okay, you know, I don't know. I they have to borrow too, you know. So why? Why they can't borrow me? Nobody know they want to borrow me. What go on?
They might check the chat and see if anybody brave enough to tell you that they want to borrow you.
Well, I tell you something.
Bye. Have a good evening, neighbor. All the best.
You too. Bye-bye. Fantastic. Fantastic. I would hope Anna-Marie too. All right. Me and my neighbor. How you doing?
Good
Neighbor?
afternoon. Me and my neighbor voting for Labour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
Your neighbors, not this one.
Well, you know, I'm not worried about you.
Okay. Why?
Nope. I'm not worried about you. You know what's right, and you're going to do what's right. You're going to make the right choice.
You think so, ma'am?
Me know so.
Okay. Well, I don't make up my mind yet.
You can always say that. That don't mean nothing.
Don't mean nothing. Okay. I don't make up.
But I'm happy to be on. I mean, I had taken a nap and then I heard my phone went off that the live is about to begin. I said, wait. And I got on and I am so happy to be listening. I read some of the comments and people are free to express themselves.
Yes.
But we know the truth and it needs no cover. And we're going to the Prime Minister now. Me I wait for my hug in the car. One big warm teddy bear hug for me. Me I wait for it. I arrange the hug. Because we have to get that the hug. But the warmth at which he goes out there, there's no putting on. And when the lady said, you know, should I borrow him? She's being brave and she's being sincere. That is how to feel. And she not go on a can about it. So I know it's going to be part of the ad. When the ads are coming out, you're going to get this in one of the ads.
That one, yes. Absolutely.
It's going to be in there. And I'm happy for the way things are going. And I'm not distracted because some things when nobody go on everything I'm say I tick and talk. Me no worry with it. Because my mind is already settled. I know the truth. I'm working with the truth. If I have to talk to people and encourage them to take another look. But me and nobody not quarrel over this, you know. Cause
and you know, ma'am, I pointed out in one of the notes I had that it's futile. It's futile. It's futile to get into some of these discussions and debates.
Because they come out with the lies, and I'm not even. Some of them are doing bother to counteract them. Because you're gonna come and tell me something. If I use the word FinSac, you tell me say then I've nothing to do with it. Me don't know. Because I say go to the Jamaica Gleaner. December 5th, I think, 19 something. Go read it. Because me not in the world for talking, because me not really out there with the world for noise. I support stuff, but I'm not one of those noise bags. Because I love substance, and I'm getting substance, and I'm working with it. And as me say, I usually vote very early, like when the poll open at 7:01, I'm being processed. Because me first I go in. Because me not getting, because me not line to go stand up, me not a line thing. Me first I go in, and I already arrange to get there on time. Yes.
And carry your neighbor with you.
Yes, we already deal with it, and others will meet me there.
Yes.
Because we work it out already, and I said, I know some people are on the program, the hotel program, and I'm so sorry that I don't think they're gonna get back on time. But they're following what's going on, you know. And me share stuff with them, you know, because we don't need to know what go on. And I remember one of my friends called me and said,
there is a lot of interest, ma'am. A lot of interest in this election.
People are listening, so me no bother with the distraction part and the total. Me no bother with that. Me no bother with that, because 100,000 strong cannot be wrong. And what did happen the day after that? All right. So we know what to do.
That's it.
We work silently. It was massive. Massive. And I said on another program, I hope we get some of those school buses to go on the what you call it, the road, when you get when after the winning and you're doing that motorcade, we're gonna need to borrow some of those orange buses to go on the motorcade. But I'm happy all things are going, and I thank you for your program. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you too.
Thank you very much for taking the time. And to all the listeners, have a wonderful Sunday. Stay focused, not getting on a woggle with nobody. Read as much as you can. Educate yourselves, because at the end of the day, you want to go in the booth. You want to go in there, and I want to encourage you. Don't go in there all timid or afraid. You know, the Labourites have come out lately because One time you couldn't see people so much green, you're mad. People afraid. Here only orange people them could out there and I gone. And I said, wait, what we don't have a choice? We don't have a choice. What
Yes.
you know what we do? I wasn't born green. I wasn't born orange. But
Right.
I made my choice. And that's what I'm working with. So all the people out there, just stay focused. Don't be nervous. Don't be intimidated by anybody. You know,
Uh-huh.
I know you're not gonna get locked up the day before election because we don't do that. We don't lock up people. We make people go free. We don't
Uh-huh.
run people out of the country. We don't run them out of the country. We invite them
Yes.
to come and because when they say if you can't go by one, we say 3 flights a day. No, you don't talk to people like that. You don't do that.
Yes, ma'am.
And when my prime minister say, "Come on, man, come and invest. It's sweet, Mr. Till, we can't forget it. Come back to Jamaica. Come and build your homes. Come and buy your homes. Come and invest." Right? That's what it's supposed to be. And for all who's afraid to come because it's done that, get your facts right and maybe you need to come off a TikTok. Because not everything on TikTok is real. Not
True.
everything up there is real. So I know I've been to hospital, I did surgery. I was in ICU for a month and a half. And
Yes.
I went under the knife for 10.5 hours. And today I'm
Wow.
happy. I'm blessed. So whatever else come, and I was in a public hospital because I couldn't afford you. If I went to you, it would be $3 million. Where must I get that from? Plus the replacement of my spine was 300,000. When we would have to get the 3 million to put with that. So it's not 100%. We're working towards it. The people who use these facilities, take care of them too. Take care of them. Not going to go sit down pamphlet.
Quite
Go
true.
sit down where you're supposed to sit down. Take care of the things that you get. Because somebody had to work hard to make sure the coffers have money in there to do these things. So take care of it and be grateful because guess what? You know, them say time come, we put down a little something, make a healthcare affordable. Does not mean that you'll have to pay. But they say, when you make something affordable, it's free now. And you say, we're going to make healthcare affordable. Why are you saying to this? And then, yeah. Really?
Yes.
So, and I can tell you, hospital, you know.
Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself here, ma'am. I have to run.
Take care. All the best. Blessings,
Bye.
man. Blessings.
Me and my neighbor, that's it.
Voting for Labour, man. Every time.
That's it. No. Sorry. Hold on, sir. Your microphone. Your microphone is thing. Dane, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, Dane Longley. Dane? No. All right, he's not there. We take that out. Good afternoon, sir. Michael Curlew. Michael, open your microphone, sir. Open your microphone, Curlew. Open your microphone. Open your microphone. Good afternoon, sir. All of the microphones are up here, are closed. I don't understand.
My microphone I work, man. I even turn on the mic.
Open your microphone, sir. You know, brethren, you're kind of wasting time. Why you don't pay attention to what's happening, man? Go ahead, you here, sir. Go ahead.
Good evening. Navi, you know, say,
Yes, good evening, sir. Afternoon, sir.
how's everyone? All is good? So,
Yeah, man, it's good.
Navi, the over one part and she I touched on some point, right? So, Sharon, me want to ask you a question, right? To kind of see if I'm alone still curious about the situation here. And let me run it by you. You remember the purchase, the random purchase of Outer Mini?
Yes, sir.
That is still to this day causing taxpayer millions of dollars, and it is if you Google it right now, it is permanently closed. So I'm stressing on the fact that the PNP as
that was a very complex thing, you know, sir. And I tell you the truth. You know, media in Jamaica, you know, sir, has really failed the people. Really failed. Is your background so bad?
I'm not sure. So
Well,
why did you say the media fail the people?
because my brother, what really happened in that with that story? What were the facts? How many people? I didn't even remember it if you didn't come here and raise it.
Yes. So what happened was they bought the property. I think they bought the property at a
I,
higher.
I remember it now.
Could
I
not-
remember it.
could
I
not-
remember. Yeah, man, I remember it now.
Yeah,
But
man.
but the fact is that what you have here is media trying to make a money. They're not about investigative journalism, finding things out. All right, and providing facts for the people. You know, like I have I've thought about this little program that I have started doing. I don't know how longer I'm going to be up here, but for the couple of days I probably have left. I have found out, you know, that all you need to do is to present facts. Anywhere the facts take you, go there. You have to be careful, but make sure that what you say you can verify it, you can back it up with data and from reputable organizations. And if the facts cause people to think that you're labor right, then they are entitled to their opinions. If your facts takes you to the other side, then so be it. And that I also want to say to people who want to come up on this program that do not come up here with any propaganda line. We will not. What you must come up with are facts. Opinions don't really matter at a time like this. People need the truth. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
So in regards to the property, right? I'm yet to understand why no administration is trying to get it off of the hand out of the hand of the government and try to get it sold so it can stop the taxpayers. Because
Okay.
to this day is racking up millions.
Uh-huh. We're gonna look into that, sir.
Other youth.
I'm gonna look into that one. I'll look into it for you. Okay, sir?
Come on, yeah, man.
Okay. All right, great. John, are you ready? What about Michael? Michael, are you there? Are you there, Michael? Good afternoon, John. All right, let's disconnect that. John, are you there? No. He's not there. Then Garfman is on. Garfman, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, neighbor. Good afternoon, neighbor. Just an observation, but before.
Good afternoon, Garfman.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. How are you? Hope all is well.
You're sounding like you're racing, though.
I don't know what's going on. Can you hear me better?
I'm hearing you better. Thank you, Lord Reaper. Thank you so much, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. I just heard you say that. I don't know if my memory served me correctly, but I just heard you say that you don't know how long you will be on this platform. Is that what you said?
That's what I said. Yes.
And so, neighbor, there is 329 people listening. For you know, and you have dominated the space. Is it that? I don't know. I'm asking because I've asked the
Not
question.
dominating it. I'm not dominating it enough. So I think that I don't want 334. I want 2,000.
Because you seems to be sending some shockwaves amongst your fellow bloggers and you're pulling traction from them. Is it that's why you're giving up?
I don't want to talk about them, sir. I'm not in a competition.
Yeah. Well, you are not competing, but you are the man of the hour. The second Mutty Perkins coming.
Is that so? I didn't know that.
Well, I'm telling you that no, because
I have to be weighing my options because the fact of the matter is that I spend sometimes 4-7 hours a day doing this, and I can't keep doing that. I have responsibilities, you know, sir.
But neighbor, which I keep on telling you before. That life is transactional.
Garfman.
Mhm.
I went to church this morning. See, I wore this church
Yeah, man.
church. I could go out this afternoon and do a session or a speaking engagement and maybe get $15,000. I sit here for 3 hours. I can't do it. I have to be careful.
Well,
I shouldn't be saying this on air, but it's what it is.
no, what that's the truth, and I strongly believe that if you are doing such a wonderful job, which I believe you are doing so,
But I'm not doing it on behalf of any party, and that's what I need you to understand, and the listeners. I'm
well aware of that.
I would not, for example, take an offer from any party to do anything, because I think that I want to speak the truth.
Correct.
My own conscience is talk the truth. My name is. I'm telling the people my name.
Right.
Yeah. And that when wherever the truth takes you, you go there, Garfman. And I think if you're in media, that's a good piece of advice.
I agree with you 100%, my brother. But what I'm saying, as you have rightfully said, that you come here from day to day, different days, and you sat for 3, 4, 5 hours. And if you value your time, you could have gone out this afternoon and make a speech and give us an engagement, and you give a speech, and you probably could earn at 20,000, 30,000, and what your crowd is like, or you could, whatever the case is.
Yes.
But I am saying to you, you have 348 people here, and obviously the 348 people minus myself make it 347. Do believe in what you are saying. Do follow you.
Sorry, I'm going to tell you how many people are listening to the program. I have it on screen. Go ahead and talk. Because that's not that what you see up there. Don't give you the total number. You hear?
There you go. Okay, cool. So
since the program started at just after 2:00, more than 4,000 people have passed through here.
There you go. Somebody asked a while ago.
And TikTok tells you the average listening time. The average listening time is, it fluctuates, because some people stay 10 minutes, some stay 20. But most people are staying for about half an hour, especially during the notes. We have significantly more people that are watching, that are viewing. So right now, in addition to the 354 that you see up there that TikTok has, those are the persons who have actually touched the screen and joined.
Right.
But those people who are listening, the numbers are closer to 1,000.
Yeah, but the question is this, though.
You are speaking to almost 1,000 people all over the world right now.
Correct. So the question to you, man. So why is it that all these thousands of people listening to you, why don't they step up and contribute to the program so you can be engaging?
I'm sure that they can and they will in time. I think some of the things that we have to do this week is to look at the whole the feasibility. We have to do a feasibility and look at is the program reaching is it meeting its objectives? For example, we do a forecast tomorrow Monday. We have a forecast which is paid for. It's a paid feature, and I have another one on Thursday. So I think that we from our end have not done enough to engage our listeners and provide them the outlets to do those contributions.
Neighbor, let me ask you this question. You believe by me, Garfman, contributing to your program will help me financially?
Yes.
It would?
You mean if you come on here?
No. If I donate, if I donate to your program, how would it help me?
Well, I don't know. Help me to understand.
No, I'm asking you. That's what I'm asking you, because one of your people in your chat room asking, why is it that I don't contribute to your program?
I must tell my listeners that I do not really read all the comments because I can't keep up with it. So if you want to occupy yourself with that, sir. It's an interactive platform, so you have to be careful. Talk to me, man.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying though, like people need to stop run their mouth and they could say that Garth, man, you don't contribute. You are not. Let me say this upfront. I am not willing to donate nothing monetary to the program, right, neighbor?
Oh, okay. Well, yes, that's fine.
All right, fine. Okay, so I'm asking because people here classify your program as a JLP platform. I'm not saying you are. Let us be clear. And so because they are classifying it as that, I believe if I was someone who was in sync with what you are saying, what I would have done, I would have made sure advocate for your program to stay on here because people can do many ways of touching the program, the financial program.
I tell you this, sir. I tell you this. I am a Christian. I am giving some of my time to this. I am not benefiting financially, and I'm not going to be coming here to beg. Those any people who know me know that I am not wealthy. But I don't think that I'm not hungry either. You follow what I'm saying to you.
Great.
Right?
I mean, at least you're being honest.
Hold on. There is a sense in which I find it beneath me to come here to beg or to ask people to give me anything. I can, you know, if the listeners who listen wants to show their appreciation for the work I do, and they want to say, neighbor, I'd like to send something to you or I'd like to give you, I thank you for it. And it helps me. As I have said, program is not cheap to run. I do not run a program that I don't have to pay for. The internet has to be paid for. The equipment have to be paid for. The forecaster has to be paid. We've started a new feature with Tari, where we are covering you. I'm going to pay Tari to do it. I am hoping that the fund program will generate the funds that it can do that. So the people, so yes, and it is true. A program builds their program so that listeners can contribute. Yes.
Neighbor, can I just say something, neighbor? The thing is, neighbor, you know, people like to put money on everything, and I think certain things should not be motivated by money. This is one of the greatest problems I think we're having in this generation. Not everything. People don't speak from the heart anymore. People don't speak because it's going to help others. People want everything to be transactional and people want everything to be about money. Not everything is meant to be about money. And I don't think this program was there to be about money.
Well, we can. It doesn't matter how I speak. If we do not get the support, we cannot do it because I have to pay for it out of my pocket, and I don't have it like that. Yes, sir? And I'm saying that as real that you know, it is what it is. Yeah.
Neighbor, let me give you a little secret. Tell her a little secret.
This guy comes on here all the time and says the same thing over and over again. I don't know what he's trying to get at. Every single time he gets on here, it's a discussion you have with him. And I think it's just distracting. And I think it's just unnecessary, neighbor, to have to speak in the truth. Because every time he gets on here, this is a discussion we have. And it just wastes time because you have explained yourself over and over again that you're not a blog for a specific party. This is an independent program. You pay for it out of your pocket. So why every time this guy comes on here, it's the same discussion over and over again, and you have to be repeating yourself? It's like he's trying to put you in a trap to speak on yourself about something that does not exist.
Boy, neighbor, hold on, neighbor, please.
Let me repeat. I have never, do not intend to, do not want to accept gifts from politicians or political parties. I'm not interested in that. Okay? The fact of the matter is that quality programming that we costs. You know what I'm saying? It costs. Okay?
Yes, neighbor, you have
And there are
said that
limits, and
multiple
there are
times.
limits, and there are limits. There are limits up here on TikTok. Limits, and it is time consuming. Not, it is time consuming. If I come on at 6 o'clock, I come off at 9. That's 3 hours of anyway. Go ahead, Garfield.
Well, it's a neighbor, and she's making my point. Because if she's saying that your platform is a platform, if I'm here to create a distraction, and I'm here to tell your listeners and your viewers that they should support your program because it is time consuming and you are paying out of your pocket and you are doing a service that benefits their agenda. Why would it not?
What agenda? What agenda?
Whatever agenda they get from it, whatever political agenda is derived out of what your discussion is like.
What he's saying.
Hold on, Navi. Let him finish.
Right.
I don't mind listening to him now.
Okay,
Go
cool.
ahead.
Thank you, neighbor. So neighbor, you are here. You bring a forecast that basically always favors the Jamaica Labour Party. You talk about the goodness of the government. You talk about the projection of the government. It's this platform is strictly talking about two political parties in Jamaica. One party is up and one party is down. And you are bringing that out. I have heard you said from time to time, the forecaster has to take cars, he has to take the bus, he has to do this, he has to do that to bring forth the information and to produce the show. It takes money to produce a show. No radio program is produced overnight without money. It takes money, it takes resources, it takes manpower, and it takes a whole lot of time. And I am here to say what these people need to do, and I make no apology. These people come here and run their mouth and talk how intelligent they are, and they know all of this. But when it is time come for put your money where your mouth is, these people run like a puppy dog. And people need to be generous if they want to promote an agenda. They want to hear you stay at here. They need to start to contribute to your program financially. Just coming on and giving your opinions and it doesn't work. And I make no apologies for that.
To the program, for the program's longevity and sustenance, not me personally.
No, for the program, of course, for the program. And if you like the program, because me personally, and I mean, I don't need to get into what I do.
You like the program, sir?
I like the program, but the program don't promote my agenda. You see, neighbor, the difference you have between me and others, you know.
Why you listening? Why you listen?
I'm an avid listener. Why I listen? To hear what's going on and to hear the next point of view, but that don't necessarily mean because I'm listening, I agree with what I hear.
Well, but I'm not speaking any lies.
I didn't say a lie. I never say a lie. I never say a lie. I never say a lie. I tell you, so anybody who's going to sit here and tell me life is not transactional, they need to see a psychiatrist.
What is your agenda? Would you like to share that? What is your agenda? Because you have the audience that I have too, you know. You have been here for the last 10 minutes. Promote your agenda, man.
You know, one of these good days I will tell you what my agenda is like. I will let you know what my agenda real soon, neighbor. And that's what I tell you. Anytime you take the program out of the political realm of things, I'm just my opinion, and start to go deeper into the society, neighbor, things will be better.
But I tell you something though, the agenda right now is politics, because we have an election a couple of weeks time, and we need to talk about the politics and what are the choices before us, and help the Jamaican people to make up their minds in terms of what they want to do. And I invite the PNP, if they have issues to talk about, we welcome them.
So neighbor, I ask you this question: Is this program a political block? Well, you did say it's politics and
it's politics plus.
It's
politics. We call it politics plus.
Well, okay, so there's a plus. What is the plus?
The plus is anything else.
Exactly.
In terms of relationships, matters of concerns in health, everything. But I tell you something, politics affect everything, you know, sir.
The life is politics.
There you go.
Your garbage is
There you go.
politics.
Politics determines whether or not you tomorrow how much you pay for bread tomorrow
How much
morning.
you pay for your taxes?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess we have more new taxes coming, eh?
That is the PNP wins. If the PNP wins, is that what you're saying to me? Is that the agenda?
More new taxes.
Okay, so listeners, there you have it. If the PNP wins, we'll be having more new taxes.
But neighbor, I tell you, I have
right.
seen a lot on this face of the earth from all over this place, from different countries that I have been to. I have seen a lot, and I've heard a lot of people with a lot of fancy talk, neighbor. But at the end of the day, put your mouth where your money there. Simple as
well, I don't have no problem with that, sir. And I tell you the truth. If we are not able to secure the required support, can you just hold on a minute, sir? Can you just hold on a minute? Can you hold on a minute for me, please? It is a reality. The quality, some of the things that we do, we may be able to come on and chat, but some of the things that we offer, we may have to give it up. That's unquestionable. Thank you, Garfman.
respect my boss.
Talk to you later. Okay. All right. Guys, I've closed the camera for a little bit. I'll open it back soon. Archer Johnson, not there. Archer Johnson, not there. Winston.
Yes, neighbor.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from St. Thomas.
You're in St. Thomas. You're a laborer.
Western St. Thomas.
Western.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Michelle Charles.
No,
Yeah.
that's James Robinson. Western St. Thomas is James Robinson.
Oh,
Eastern St.
Western
Thomas
is-
is Eastern
Michelle-
St. Thomas is Michelle Charles.
Okay, thank you, Navi. Go ahead, Winston.
Yeah. Me I say, me hear the government announce say them collect the most tax in the history of Jamaica. The government have power now. And no, me hear when I fight out tax. So me not understand. Wait, me want to get to understand right because this
I
government
understand the point you are making.
them collect the most tax in the history.
Clear up the point you're making. What you say now?
All
What
right,
tax?
this government right now say is them collect the most tax in the history of Jamaica. And at for them 9 years, them collect the most tax. And then now me hear them say no new tax. And you are say if the PNP win a more tax again. So me not understand.
Okay, you are prepared to listen
Yes, of course.
because you came up. You want to learn this, or you want to carry a narrative. Tell me. 'Cause I don't have a lot of time.
Me want to hear your opinion on it.
You want to hear my opinion?
Yeah, and the taxes, yeah.
Okay. All right. You ready to listen?
Long time.
Fantastic. How are taxes? How does the government? So the economy, you see, sir. If the economy is in a better shape, for example, the economy is creating jobs, and businesses are expanding, investors are investing in the economy, the government will collect more taxes. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
So then, if you put 250,000 people to work, they get paid. They get paid, not true?
Yeah.
Yes. Now, when these people get paid, what do you think they do with the money?
You know, spend it back.
They spend it back in the country. That means that they buy goods and services. Some of them
Yeah.
buy car. Some of them buy go back road. Some of them buy bread and patty. And then there are taxes on these things, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right. So that's how the government collects more taxes from increased economic activity. More taxes is not new taxes. Do you understand?
So, all right. When
No,
yes, me
don't move
understand
on. Do not move on, sir.
that. Oh, okay.
The ability of a government to collect more taxes is not the same as new taxes. Do you understand and appreciate that?
Yes, I understand.
Thank you. Let's move on now.
All right. Okay, now. So
Okay. So before you move on, new taxes would be taxes levied that were not there before. Is there one tax that the government has levied on the people of Jamaica that was not there before? Is there one?
Which one is that?
I'm asking you.
I don't know. That's why I may ask you.
There is none, sir. I thought you would have
Okay.
that based on the question you asked. No, thank you. So when they say there is no new, hold on. When they say there is no new taxes, they are saying they have not leveled any, they have not introduced any new areas that requires additional tax. As a matter of fact, sir, if I may tell you that the government has actually reduced taxes.
Which country you live in?
Cuba.
No, man, Cuba you live, man. Cuba is too near to Jamaica. Tell me something. When Andrew Holness did a walk around with the basket, how much did one bread that time?
Okay. Now, I'll be very happy to talk to you, sir, and I like you. I must tell you the truth. You're a reasonable man because you're asking very important questions. But may I make a little criticism of you?
Yeah.
You have been brainwashed.
Me brainwashed?
Yes, sir. I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
Do you know how they measure the basket of goods? Do you know what it is? The basket that you see, my friend from down, have the basket. Do you know what it is? The basket of goods.
They ask, me ask that question. Because the question me asked me say when Andrew Holness was walking with the basket of grocery, how much was for bread? They tell me,
but I'm not as simple as a basket of bread. I'm not as simple as that, sir, because
no basket of bread, me say basket of grocery.
Goods, yes, but I want to teach the people. Remember, there are people listening to you. I'm asking you, sir, if could we discuss the basket? Because politicians, I must admit this, on both sides, have misled the people with that basket. They have misled the people with the basket, and they are doing it again. Because the simple people in the society, those people who do not have the benefit of good education, believe the nonsense. That is not how you measure inflation, sir. When you come up with a basket on a stage, and you put a piece of yam in there and a 2 pound of bread and flour, and you say to the people, here is it. Now, let me ask you a question, my good friend. What was the inflation in 2016 when the government changed? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
Then you don't have any understanding of this, the consumer price index. You don't know how they measure. And you are relying, wait, no, sir. But you are, no.
That's why I ask you.
You are relying on the information that was given to you, the propaganda, sir, and you believe it. If you really want to understand it, then you would go and research how the thing is measured properly. That's how you're going to understand it.
You can't tell me. You can't tell me what measure.
Oh, what measure?
The question I ask you, me say.
Okay. Yeah. So the CPI is Consumer Price Index.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. The basket.
Yeah,
the basket that you see they have is not only a basket of goods, it's also a basket of services. Have you ever seen anyone bring a service there? What they bring is the goods. You know why they don't bring the service, sir? For example, the cost to go to doctor. Did you know that is something that the CPI can measure? Doctor bill, because that's a service, you know. The cost of health. What about transportation? Have you ever seen them brought transportation here, sir? Because their intention is not to educate. Hold on. Their intention is not to educate, sir. Their intention is to deceive.
Neighbor, may I tell you something? Because me ask you a simple question and you're going to doctor. Me, you see, me, Winston, we are talking to you. Me have one of the brightest mind come from Eastern St. Thomas.
But I don't
My
know. I
son.
don't.
Well, listen me now. Listen
But
me.
your mind don't matter.
Well, I know. Listen me now. Listen me now. No. Me ask you a question and you're gone all over the place. You see, my son, when my son passed common entrance and get the ice mark for St. Thomas. And my son is a surgeon, is an heart surgeon right now.
Okay, that's
Heart
wonderful.
surgeon.
I congratulate you, son, sir. Very
And
good.
you see right now, me I talk to you. Me in my field of work and me have at least 10 man out there work with me. Right now in the Eastern St. Thomas, still the sun there. So nobody believe me stupid. Listen me now. Hold on, let me tell you something now. Neighbor, listen me a little now. Where we there now? We there on Eastern Banana Land. Listen me good enough. All right? We have Jamaica Sugar Estate locked down from 2019. We have Fred M. Jones locked down from 2019 to 20. We have Eastern Banana locked down from 2008. All those people in the Eastern St. Thomas now, you have total those people now, you have around 15,000 people in the Eastern St. Thomas will lose job. Just that amount me I give you know. Just by a rough check. Over 2,000 people will losing job. Right? Out of that 2,000 people will losing job. How much of them I believe employ right now?
And who lock them down, sir? The place them where you sell lock down. Who lock them down? Who lock them down?
Eastern Banana.
Who lock it down?
Hold on. Eastern Banana locked down 2007 after the hurricane blow and the election put off for 5 days. When Bruce Golding win the election, it locked down Eastern Banana locked down from that time. Jamaica Sugar Estate locked down 2019. Check winner power 2019.
All right, good, sir.
Winner power 2019. Check that.
All right, sir. You're going to be voting for James Robertson?
James? No, me not that James Robertson part. And if me that James Robertson part, me wouldn't vote for him. Not because me a PNP and me a Labour right.
Hold on, no, man. Wait, man. You're out in a field with enough man to work for you, but you don't listen, man. You have to listen. You don't have workers. You have to listen now, sir.
Yeah.
You're over Michelle Charles' side?
Yes, over Michelle Charles' part.
You going to vote for her?
No. And you know why? You see, land we depend right now. I read cassava right at this minute now. When we go up on the land from 2019, Eastern Banana lockdown, we call them a take with the land from we. Right, we go up on the land.
Hold on, sir. No, I can't verify that, so I can't allow you to say it. After
no, you can't allow you to say. Say what? You can't allow me to say what?
I cannot allow you to say something that I can't verify. I don't know it to be true.
What you are
about to say is not information.
What me about to say? What me about to say?
You are about to say
something about verify and you don't know. Or you verify and you don't know. You can't know or you know something. Now tell you what happened, boss.
But I don't know.
But you know, come and clean and everything, you know, come in a paper, you know, all JIS not come out there
I
and
never hear
news and everything.
But I did not hear it, so I can't allow it to be said.
What you can't allow to be said?
You're about to tell me why the land that you're on, I don't know nothing about it.
We already stop land now, we're not pay land now, you know.
Yeah, but that's why I'm talking. I want to stay, brother. I want to stay in my lane. I want to stay in my lane.
But I'm not going to tell you know about.
But I'm not going to miss it.
I
don't know it, sir. I don't know it to be true. That's all I'm saying. You have to hear to me. I stay in my lane. You plant cassava.
Take me out box.
Take care of yourself.
I think everybody.
You know, I'm going to deal with this basket thing. I'm going to deal with, you know, I'm going to explain the consumer price index and I'm going to show you the deception with the politics. Very deceptive. And you know, my poor brothers and sisters in Jamaica, I beg on you. No believe everything you hear. Just do some reading and ask people. Because people who are giving you information, they have a motive. There's a reason why they are telling you. They have a motive. Right? They do have a motive. This basket of goods that you see them parading around here, we're going to deal with it, all right? I'm going to bring it out so that you understand how governments do these things. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Hello. Hello, neighbor. Oh,
Hi.
it's not my time. Oh, it's not my time. Oh, it's not.
Labor man. Labor youth movement. Hi. Youth movement.
So,
Good afternoon.
I thought it was Navi time. It was Navi time.
Cara, just talk. Talk now.
No, no, leave leave that alone. You hear? 26 after 4. Go ahead, Winston.
I'm listening.
Winston.
Neighbor, good afternoon.
Winston.
Yes, neighbor, I'm here. Good afternoon.
Yes.
Every day, neighbor, you are getting more popular and popular.
Is that so?
Yes, sir. You have just spoken to 2 prime PNP bright men.
Bright men?
Yes, sir. You have just spoken to Goffman, who tell himself that he's bright. He's from the PNP hierarchy. And you have just spoken to the brightest man in St. Thomas.
So he says?
Yes, sir. But the brightest mind in St. Thomas do not understand how economics work. And he spoke about the 15,000 people that him say no longer have employment. And I can bet you that majority out of the 15,000 also do not understand how economics. Right? Eastern Banana was a part of Jamaica Produce. Right?
Producers.
Yeah, producers. Our banana usually have a preferential market in the European Union, in Europe.
Yes.
And we have our agreement for a period of time. They provide us with subsidy. They provide us with a preferential price.
Yes, we have it on sure.
And they also provide us with a sure market. And it also comes with certain best practices, farming best practices, right?
Yes, sir.
We are a member of WTO, right? And WTO, they are a country that produce banana, bring this allegation to the WTO and say, listen, the playing field is not level because they also are producing banana and they will not able to compete with us because of the preferential that provide to us as a country and as a people. The WTO look into the matter and say, okay then, Jamaica will have X amount of years to pull up them sacks, so to speak. And we could not be able to compete if a subsidy is being removed. And so those who were investing in the banana industry, and with our frequency of hurricane also, they decide to discontinue the production of banana. Unfortunately, it has great effect on the working class of Jamaica, especially those with low education and lack of skill. And our government, there is no government, none of them at all, have not putting any mechanism in place to re-educate or retrain these people in no new eras. Matter of fact, our economy is so bad, or was so bad, that we wasn't attracting any new investment of such that the government could retrain the people to meet this demand.
How many
Understand?
people?
How
many people?
It's a lot, because St. Mary Banana, which was bigger than Eastern, also went as well. Okay? It is the same thing with our sugar.
Yes, sir. And we had the preferential arrangement with Britain. Yes.
But the last benefit that the sugar industry brought to the people of Eastern St. Thomas was those houses that the European Union construct for them. And I can say this to you, neighbor.
Yes.
Sugar in Jamaica that we inherit from slavery is a curse to Jamaica.
Oh boy.
It is a curse to our country and to our people. And let me explain to you why I say so.
Thank you.
When you traverse the cane belt of Jamaica,
yes,
it is abject poverty. Abject poverty.
Oh my God.
Before the European Union construct these houses out in Eastern Golden Grove area there for these sugarcane workers, these people are living into the 18th century farmhouse.
Sorry, sir. You say it's a curse?
It is a curse, neighbor. It is a curse, because in all the sugar belt, what you have there, neighbor, poor infrastructure, poor education, lack of skill, even lack of the basic understanding.
No education.
No education whatsoever.
That's why the man them set fire to the cane field them sometime.
Yes. And neighbor, it's happening in Trelawney. It happened in Clarendon. It happened in Westmoreland. It happened in St. Catherine. It happened in St. Elizabeth. Some years ago, I was working down in St. Elizabeth around on Upperton side. And neighbor, when I went there, I never know that people still making all sort of round stick.
Please, Winston, would you share with me why you say sugar is a curse? This is a new perspective. Please.
Because, neighbor, sugar in all the sugar belt of Jamaica, it have kept the people poor. It have kept the people undeveloped, underdeveloped.
Yeah, you mean the people at the bottom, because they must have made money out of sugar.
I am not speaking to those who are able to maybe lease or buy 1,000 acres or 100 acres neighbor and plant. I'm talking about those at the bottom who work in the sugar.
Top cane.
Neighbor, little before Appleton closed down, start producing sugar. Appleton at that time was one of the most productive sugar factory in Jamaica. I think when sugar was producing at 17 US cents per ton, Appleton was producing it, I think, around 13 US cents per ton. Right?
Yes.
It was the factory was more modern, so they were getting more production out of the factory. Right?
Yes.
I went down there to do a building at the time, and I was interacting with the people. At that time, neighbor, the people them was getting $170 a ton
for
sugar cane.
My God.
$170. And I go as far and ask the question, how much ton of sugar, of cane, a person can cut? And the gentleman said to me, when he was young, and he not even put himself in it, but he was talking about some other man that was young and could work real hard. He said the best he could do about 14 to 15 tons per day. Right? And at that time, when they were young, they wasn't getting that price. They wasn't getting $170. But what the point I'm trying to make, at the time when I spoke to that gentleman, neighbor,
That meaning can barely work $2,000 a day, sir.
they never, not even 1,000. They go into the field, neighbor, and they go in early. By 5 o'clock, they're already in the field. Start cut. And by 10 o'clock, they're done cut sugar. What them do, maybe they do 2.5 tons, 3 tons for the day. And that's it. And harvesting sometime at 3 days out of the week. So then the 3 days this week and then the 3 days next week, and that's a fortnight. So tell me, neighbor, what that can do for anybody. And people is in this industry for 30, 40, 50 years. Our politicians don't come out and talk this to the Jamaican people. Because you know why? They want the people then to remain poor. They want the people then to remain ignorant. So the people continue to vote for them because they see them as the Messiah. That's the problem we are having with that bright man in St. Thomas. Government no one sugar factory. Government divested the sugar factory them long time because they were unprofitable. And the government tried to sell out some of the factory to Complan. I think Complan come from out of China. And them eventually give up because they must say, wait, this thing is not really profitable. You understand? The next thing again, the major beverages company them in the world, you know, it wasn't using cane sugar to go in their beverage. They were using beet sugar. And most of the big industrialized beverage companies were planting their own beet to make their own sugar. Right? It's recently I see a study where the scientists them now, the very same nutritious scientists them, who told us some years ago that beet sugar was better to use, are coming back now and telling the world that, listen, they are seeking to go back in cane sugar because they have realized that since beet sugar, you have the proliferation of diabetes. So the Coca-Cola and the Pepsi beverage company are thinking to start using cane sugar for their drink, for their beverage. Many people don't read and then they listen and then they know these things.
This is a fantastic conversation.
I really so enjoyed. Unfortunately, neighbor, and I said to your neighbor, don't, I love this program, neighbor. I'm not going to lie to you. I love this program, but this program is going to stress you. And possibly going to give you a nerve breakdown because I am having it one right now. Because if that man who just came on and tell us that he have one of the brightest minds in St. Thomas and don't know the crap what he's talking about, God help us.
Well, sir, you did well. Don't move, Winston. Your intervention was timely and brilliant. Thank you for it.
He said his son, Winston. He said his son is a archer, and that's what he said.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's
Delroy? Delroy?
Greetings, neighbor.
Top of the afternoon.
Top of the evening to you, neighbor. I was tuning in, listening to the other gentleman making a fool of himself. As Uncle Winston would have made it clear to you, neighbor. Because, in fact, you know, the government is indeed collecting not more taxes off the backs of the Jamaican people, but the government is collecting more revenue from taxes. So the taxes that have already been there or existing, the government has not sought to make a policy to increase those taxes. In fact, as you said earlier, in some cases, the government has in fact reduced taxes for on the people. But nonetheless, because of the government's fiscal policies, the government is able now to collect more revenues from taxes. I mean, for example, more people having a digital phone and also making calls. When you look at the amount, the volume of people that has both networks, when you make a call locally, you will see there that the GCT tax on this call was this. Or when you make a call international as well, it shows that. So these other activities, well, those activities and others are indicators that the government is in fact collecting more revenue from taxes. In fact, Flow, I believe Flow Jamaica said they collect $64 billion in 2024 revenues from revenues. That means these are companies that pays the government taxes as well. So the more people that consume their services, automatically the government's revenue from taxes will go up. More motor vehicles on the road than any other time before. More persons registering small businesses. More general business activities legally are taking place that people have to register for. And therefore the government's possibility of collecting revenue from taxes has increased. So when this guy came earlier and said that he has one of the brightest minds, I would have produced one of the brightest minds. Well, that is left to be argued, neighbor. You know what I mean? And in closing, what Winston would have said about the Sugar Belt area, the simpletons will not understand or would not understand what he was saying. The Sugar Belt area's neighbor, the cutters and the persons that nurture the canes were always the poorest at the bottom of the chain. They were never the ones that were enjoying the wealth, where they were wealth in the sugar. I mean, one man has acres of field, neighbor, one man has that acres for many years. So even if you wanted to become a cane farmer, where would you put your cane? You know what I mean? Because 1 man and 10 men already occupy the lands that are most conducive for sugar cane in a large quantity in terms of how you produce it. So therefore, the persons that stump the genes in the cane and stump the cane field and also go through the fertilizer about them time there, and the cutters, they were always the lowest beneficiaries in terms of the sugar industry, neighbor. It was just a drop in the bucket for them to sustain themselves until the other crop come again. In fact, none of them would have found themselves in debts leading up to the other crop. You know what I mean? But persons were willing to credit these people at shops, knowing that these are inevitable workers of the sugarcane field, and some will come back indeed and pay their debts. So some were just left to basically save a little change until the next crop again. And neighbor, the energy and the effort it takes to nurture a cane field. Everybody know how wide a cane field goes in terms of length and width. It takes a lot of energy, neighbor, to cut the cane. It takes a lot of energy to nurture the cane, in terms of the human capital part of it. And these persons are the hardest workers that make sure that the cane reach certain maturity and not get infested by all sort of other things where we make the cane feel not profitable, you know what I mean? So therefore, neighbor, I agree with Winston wholeheartedly, because if Winston did never ride, the richest people in Jamaica will live in Northeast St. Elizabeth. And one man will cut cane. Man should not cut cane from 1994 till 2016, neighbor. He should be so rich because of how the thing was.
I'm here, man.
Yeah, neighbor. So only people who understand Winston will see what what he was saying, neighbor. The cutters, I mean, you're always gonna have more cane cutters than cane owners. Cane field owners. You will have 10,000 cane cutters and 500 cane field owners. So of course, it's just a syndicate of people that the wealth of sugar cane stayed within. You know what I mean? And another thing, neighbor, it was shown that the price for sugarcane sugar was taking a dip on the world market, and this was because of competition, like Winston said, from other extracts that were used to make sugar. For example, honey, beetroot, and pineapple. So several countries across the world that would have resorted to sugarcane sugar mostly or mainly, well, a lot of these country neighbors have started to move to ways of producing their own sugar without having to use or depend on sugarcane sugar. So just as I said initially, honey sugar, beetroot sugar, and pineapple sugar are the competitors that sugarcane sugar had, and it was causing sugarcane sugar to lose its value, not locally, but also international and the world market. Yes.
Well, fantastic. Well, I tell you, there's a lot for us to learn. In Winston?
Neighbor, let me tell you something, neighbor. What is really fundamental in a neighbor? You know that we have to go come with a brand new revolution, neighbor, and find a way to make Jamaican people read.
How do we start that though, Winston? Because I think people are coming to conclusions, not deliberately, but based on the information they have.
You know, maybe neighbor, maybe like gutter like these we have. Maybe we have to go mute them and let the word come up on the screen and you can read for communicate. This is the only solution.
No, but do you understand what I'm saying, do you? That people are coming to conclusions based on the information they have.
Yes.
Which they have not checked. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes,
So it is how do you get information, and this is where I think the government will have to step in and do more, you know, sir.
But neighbor, again in the neighbor.
I don't know
To be fair, neighbor.
Yeah.
When Eastern Sugar Estate closed down, there was a lot of information put out there. Representative from the European Union came to Jamaica and host a whole lot of meeting right across the length and breadth of the sugar belt in this country with the sugar workers. Explain to the people them the reason why this is happening. And yes, their livelihood is being affected. So the information was there. But again, neighbor, a lot of us are blinded by politics. Blinded by politics. This bright mind do not know that. Listen, what the government has done. He said, okay, whatever tax is there to collect, we are going to ramp up our tax collection. We are not going to burden the Jamaican people with no additional tax on the item that you consume on a daily basis. The government go as far as to say, okay, if you earn certain amount of money and you employ in government, and not even only in government, we will not collect any income tax from you. So therefore, the government is saying, if you earn under $1.5 million for the year, we will leave you with that 1.5 million and you spend it on whatever you choose. Okay?
Yes.
The government will not take any from it to put it in the consolidated fund to offer no services to you. You keep that and spend it and do what you want to do. Because of this initiative, consumption were able to pick up because people have more of what they earn on a monthly or a fortnightly basis. And because of this initiative, the government revenue also increased because every country depends on consumption for tax collection.
Yes.
If people are not consuming, government revenue will depreciate. Government will miss their target because everything in economics is assumption.
All right, Winston, neighbor. To all right, Winston is neighbor. If you were able to pull up the 2014-2015 Peter Phillips budget and hear what Winston said to you, and you will hear Peter Phillips himself in 2014-2015 explaining that Winston has said to you, the consumption of Jamaicans were so low under the PNP. The PNP missed its budget by a lot of billions, neighbor, and resorted to things like the BPO sector, as Mr. Phillips would have said, that he would have to put a CIT tax on, despite being warned by the then Davon Crum. It was the same PNP, neighbor, that increased the tax of on cigarette, increasing a SCT tax, special consumption tax on cigarette, directly placed on cigarette. But let Winston continue.
And so therefore, neighbor, when consumption picked up in our economy, government revenue will automatically increase. Because what happened now, there are certain items that attract the general consumption tax. And so when people are able to consume this service or these goods the government will automatically get something from this. It is quite natural. Quite natural. It happens everywhere in the world who operate off a market economy. Okay? The government cannot go back out of Eastern or in Westmoreland or in Trelawney or in Burnham Lodge and say, okay then, we're going to plant back all the sugars and fix it by the sugar factory. Who is going to buy the sugar? Who is going to buy the sugar? If the large beverage company, companies of the world, is not interested in what you produce, or the large bakeries, who is going to consume what you produce? Because our small population will not able to consume all the sugar that we produce to provide employment for all. So we have to think about finding other alternate market to sell what we produce in. And unfortunately, the bright minds of Jamaica can't get this.
Well, I tell you something.
And I'm a dunce. I am a dunce.
Yes. Yeah. Boy, Winston, we have a work to do. And this is why, Winston, we have to do what we have to do to make sure that this program not only stay on the air, but goes into other areas of media. I tell you that because we have to keep educating our people.
Neighbor. Yes. Yes, neighbor.
Yes.
It is so true. It is so true. I know that people, whenever time it come to the poll, the people at the socio-economical level will vote for their belly. I know that. They don't vote for the reality, but they vote for their belly. And and that's why government have such challenge. And this government now, I would say that maybe they spend so much time, so much focus on governance and little focus on putting all the information. And that's the shortcoming of this government. Too little focus was spent on putting all the education out there to get the common man down in the valley, up on the hill, on the corner, to understand what the government is doing, what the government want to achieve, and let the people understand where the country was and where the government want to take the country. And that the government should have come to the people and said, listen, this is where we achieve. This is what we achieve. This is the situation at Jamaica. But it is our vision and desire to take the country to this level, and we want you on board. We don't want no one to leave behind.
A partnership.
So this is what is your responsibility to do, so you don't leave behind.
They have to create a partnership, Winston?
Yes, and that was missing of this government.
But don't you think they tried? I think Holness would have tried.
The Prime Minister does. But let me tell you, neighbor, what happened, you see, most of the information is on GIS. It's a natural that Jamaican people know what GIS. They say GIS boring. That's where the information of government lies. TVJ News, RFM, Gleaner is only give you a summary, a soundbite of what the plans and the program of the government are.
Yes.
They don't give you any details. They just give you headlines and soundbites. So if you want to know now the intricacy of government, you have to go up on GIS, go listen, go learn. Unfortunately, we are a people, and as I say, nurse, we are a congregational nation. We inherit this from slavery. We are a congregational nation. What passed down from the rostrum to the congregation, we fold it up and we hug it up. It become embedded, and we not open, and we not read, and we not research, and we not question. And it affects our everyday life. Even when we choose a government, it's because of our congregational mentality. We don't question nothing. We don't reason.
Explain what you mean when you say congregational, Winston.
Meaning, neighbor, we inherit a system from slavery where we were given a religion where the pastor was the learned one. Right? Most time it was the pastor was the learned one. And whatsoever the pastor said to you from the rostrum, and you who sit in the congregation will not question it because it come from pastor. You will not research it because it come from pastor. You will not reason it with it within your inner consciousness because it come from pastor. And then the politician also master this craft and exploit the people because they realize that the people are a congregational society.
Wow. Well, Winston, we have work to do.
A lot of work, neighbor. A lot of work.
Do you think that despite this, that Holness will prevail in this election and continue the good work of the government? Do you think so?
Neighbor, let me tell you. See, I see too much similarity with 1989 and this election. And I don't think time will permit me to go in all the details.
Winston, no, don't tell us that, please.
And let me say this, neighbor. Maybe the only thing that is different from 1989 and now is what me and you are communicating on at this time.
What you saying to me?
The only difference between 1989 February and now is social media. No difference. No changes. 1989 was the first time in my life that the parochial road in my era get asphalt, that we get water and pipe, we get street light. I see these things are happening again. There's so much similarity with 1989.
You mean in terms of the services that government is delivering to the people?
Yes, neighbor, everything. Everything. The propaganda, the PMP, everything. Too much similarity.
It's similar.
And it have me worried. Honestly.
My
God
God.
feeling. I feel it in my spirit, neighbor. It have me very much concerned. And I'm saying that the only difference is the advent of social media. And I hope that social media will be able to make this government get over the top.
Winston, how many elections have you seen? Because if you were in 1980, were you able to vote in that election?
No, neighbor.
Or you were a young man?
A young man.
And so your interest in politics started from way back then?
Yes, neighbor. Yes. Neighbor, 1989 election. I was somewhere about 13, 14 years old. Somewhere there about. Okay?
Yes.
But as I said to you, neighbor, you know, neighbor, let me tell you this, you see. I only got to an early school. And when I leave early school, I could hardly read. Maybe when I leave early school, I was reading maybe at a grade 3, grade 4 level. But I was a person who was a man of faith. And after leaving school, I started to learn to read the Bible.
My God.
The Bible.
Thank you, Shawa.
And I say to you before, neighbor, I have read the Bible twice in its entirety and about 5 times in the New Testament.
Hallelujah.
I started to read the Bible and it opened my vocabulary.
Hallelujah.
Wide, like the Pacific Ocean. And then from there, I started to read other books. I started to read the Gleaner. I started to read everything. Everything I could get my hands on read.
Praise God.
So I'm not here talking to you as a learned man per se in school.
Yes.
Right? I did it for you. A matter of fact, my mother wasn't those type who interested in education. Because she was a market lady. And she only see her boys to help her on the farm and to help her get in the market produce to take to the market. Right? My smaller brother have a university degree in accounting. He work at the ministry of national security as an accountant now. When he leave all-age school, he could not read. He could not read. None at
But
all.
Winston,
But he
you
still had to
sound,
go
you sound like
and teach himself. And go
You
to the
sound like a
university.
man. You sound like a man with a degree in history, in accounting, in economics.
Well, neighbor, I say to you, all I do is only read. All
You
I do,
have-
I read. I have my children who I sent to high school, and I read their textbook. I read their textbook.
You buy them for your
I buy
students.
them and I read them. And in time, and like for instance, even when they were going to primary school, sometimes they will not finish the books. And I will go through them and I will finish those books on my own. So I'm a self-taught person here, basically.
So tell me, Winston, you are making comparisons between 1980 and now, and it makes labor rights. What's in us up?
Well, you know, neighbor, let me tell you something, you know. I am looking on the politics in a scientific method, you know.
Yes.
And a scientific method. I am not going off of the excitement and the crowd. Because many people think that politics is won by crowd.
Absolutely.
Crowd in politics is just only a psychological effect.
Yes.
Right? And that is what the PNP is trying to do now. To drum up support, look big, look excited, and that they will say, okay, labor rights supporters, oh God, PNP, they look big, man. I better go vote, you know, because I look like the writings on the wall. So that is what, and this has to be a part of the communication with the JLP machinery.
Absolutely, Winston.
This has to be a part of the communication.
But I've been saying it. I've done it twice this week. Twice I've done it. Because I want to listen.
I am not getting that. Listen, except from the Prime Minister, I am not getting this level of communication that I desire from other members of the government.
Because the political propaganda machine is very powerful, you know, Winston.
Yes. You know, I believe like
it is backed by a lot of money.
Utilize the resources that we have. I personally believe that instead of having a currency, Morrison, to drum up support on the campaign platform, bring her forward in information. Let she deal with the communication to the people and social media and all different type of medium that are available to the government.
Yes.
I believe that's so. The wiring up of the crowd, that's just excitement. That's where that politics don't win there.
And you have those votes already.
You have those votes already. Saturate the eras, go along in the valley, go up on the hill, visit Miss Mary, Uncle Tom, find out what is their situation, see how best you can address it. Get people to understand about the solidarity program, get them sign up, explain to them, find out who are 75 and over and not on the social pension fund, get them register, etc., etc., etc. I am not seeing this and I'm not feeling it. But when you talk this labor right one cut your throat.
Well, sorry about that. But you're right, sir. And I don't see them making use of they have to dominate social media too, Winston. You are speaking facts.
Good evening, listeners, and good evening to our listeners.
Good evening to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the program. I always listen to your program, sir. It feels so interesting.
You're welcoming me to the program, sir.
No, sir. I said I am welcome to your program.
Yes. How are you doing? Where are you calling from?
Well, I'm in the US.
Oh, you're in the United States.
Yeah, from Jamaica to the US. I'm on the farm work program.
Oh, lovely. When are you coming home?
Well, I supposed to come down in November.
Oh, you may not get a chance to vote.
2 times now.
I tell you what, I'll vote for you. Tell me who I'm to vote for.
Well, you have to vote for Mr. Chin in Southwest, Clarendon. Let Mr. Lowton cousin go away.
What are you saying to me?
I have to vote for Mr. Chin in Southwest, Clarendon. Mr. cousin go away.
I see. Well, that's a strong PNP seat, sir.
Yeah, that's a strong seat for the PNP down there.
Uh-huh. That's a strong seat. But I see the Labour Party giving it up. Okay?
And the government is doing a good work, and I don't understand.
Well, as you hear Winston saying, so we have a powerful propaganda machine in Jamaica that people's minds are being influenced against the government. But you know, sir, the world is full of good people, and I think eventually good will prevail. I hope so. I hope so, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, Jamaica is coming from a very far away with the PNP dominate the country so badly. For in 9 years now, 10 years now, it's been a good growth for Jamaica, for development all over Jamaica. Road and such, and hospital, police station and fire station and schools are rebuilt and something like that. What more do Jamaican people would want Dr. Andrew Holness to do? You know?
Yes, sir.
And this government did a good job for Jamaica, and not that a person see that. So what more do the government should do? You can see what Andrew Holness has done in his previous time. You know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. That gentleman is on the farm work program. G's? No, he's not there. What about Elaine? Elaine, are you there? Elaine, we've sent you open your box. How is everybody doing? Foresight, I think he wants to come up and talk to Winston. Winston, are you still there?
Yes, neighbor, I'm still here. It's the
Foresight wants to talk to you. Go ahead, Foresight.
Good evening, neighbor. Good evening,
Hey,
everybody.
my friend, what's up? Good evening.
I'm here now. Yeah, Winston, I think social media is already covered enough, right? The JLP would have already dominated social media. But I think what we discuss on social media needs to be said on the ground as well. We need to, make sure that the message is also on the ground. You understand? So door-to-door communication and the political work that you mentioned, where you talk about the solidarity programs. I think the campaign need to emphasize more on some granular details, the benefits, right? And once we get the information on the ground, then I don't think we have much to worry about. Because not everybody is on social media. But who is on social media, I think would have had enough discussions on social media to educate persons, as to the difference, between both parties. But and then again, Winston, I don't know, you are where? You are in Portland, right?
Yes,
Remember,
yes,
you're in
sir.
Portland.
Yeah,
so you're
man,
not
yes,
really
sir.
speaking for all of the constituency. I said George Wright doing some good work. I said George Wright going around and he's
Hey,
introducing.
listen. From the COVID restriction lifted, George Wright is on the ground. George Wright is a phenomenal member of parliament. A Delroy slowly also. A Rhoda Crawford. Tova Hamilton. I am so pleased and satisfied with these
Yeah, and I really see videos of George Wright really sharing the benefits with people, telling people about these benefits.
Yes, man. George Wright is a phenomenal member of parliament.
Right. Because there are so many benefits that a lot of people don't know about. And I wonder why you have so many persons who are just not aware of these benefits. I think that's where the party need to look at. The party need to do more work in ensuring that, the message reach the ground, the people on the ground. You can't make the propaganda and the lies overpower you know, the truth about what is happening. So you say you're not satisfied, Winston, in your constituency, you're not satisfied.
And I said to you, you know, Forsyth, that the Prime Minister and let me tell you, I am more than satisfied with the Prime Minister popularity, the Prime Minister communication, the Prime Minister likability. I am satisfied with that. But the question is that enough to take us over the winning line?
You don't get the feeling that the MPs are carrying the message to the people?
I am not getting that the member of parliament them and senior minister of the government are carrying that message effectively to the people. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that. You see what happening now? The Prime Minister popularity, were able to take him over the winning line in 2020. And the reason for this is a lot of the PNP supporters are very disgruntled. And the sensible ones, listen to me, the sensible members of the People's National Party realized the predicament that Jamaica was in. They know that they love their party sincerely, and they would love for their party to be successful in managing the country. But the party always fail doing so. And what happened is, because of their expectation have not met effectively, they have withdrawn their support from voting for the party. But that support that they withdraw did not turn for a vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Maybe if it happened, maybe a 0.2 or 0.3%. What happened is now, Jamaica is in a much healthier position. Jamaica is in a state now that the country can effectively meet those people's expectations. So those PNP supporters are willing, lining up, budding with confidence to vote back for their party of preference, to give them back power for that party to deliver what they expect of their party.
You mean
Every time.
what the Labour Party would have built?
Yes.
Oh.
What the Labour Party has built.
Wow.
Yeah, but Winston, don't you think though that the Jamaica Labour Party now, right, based on the performance, would be attracting more voters?
Listen to me. With the success of this government, from 2016 till now, Forsyth, this government should be 18% lead in the poll. If we were serious about development as a country, listen to me, Forsyth. Harmony Grove project is 20 years in the pipeline. Harmony Grove project was 20 years in the pipeline. PJ Patterson was discussing this deal as Prime Minister. But all the economic indicators of the Jamaica economy wasn't favorable for the people to risk $1 billion in such an uncertain economic climate. So they wall off on their investment.
Yes.
Right? It is because of this administration that put all the macroeconomic fundamental in the right direction, that these people gain back their trust and their confidence in Jamaica, that this investment now can come forward and is about to break ground. And this investment is one of a kind. It's a phenomenal investment, because it will intertwine with the community people, with the agricultural industry in and around Trelawney. It will train the people, it will provide housing for them. You understand? And we need more investment like these But the question is, if the PNP come to power, will the PNP manage the economy in such a way that we can attract more investment like this? And if you're going to go from the past experience of the PNP, you cannot confidentially say yes. That's my concern. That's my concern.
Okay. I think Forsyth wants to join you. Let's wrap this up, Winston and Forsyth. I need to go to Navi and this other young lady, and then okay. Okay, Forsyth. Hold on. Oh, okay, stay on Winston. Winston, your contribution is fantastic. Really, I tell you, it's really good. I'm just really
Yeah, Winston, let me tell you something. It's gonna be like that for you, because what happened is that the two party have strong base, but it's the undecided that is hard to predict, right? And you see, you have the base are the people that attend the meetings, and you will see strength there from both sides. But I don't see the uncommitted or the undecided voting for the PNP though. What we have to do is I think the focus should be on getting the message, right? As I say, getting the message to these undecided people, getting them to show more enthusiasm to go out and vote.
I'm glad you said that, Forsyth. This election,
I think that's where the uncertainty is, because you don't know if they're going to come out and vote. You don't know how enthused they are to actually vote. And there's nothing in this election like a 1.5, that kind of creates that enthusiasm among them.
This election will win.
It's hard to predict what they will do on election day.
This election will be won, and who communicate the best message and arouse the people's interest. And whosoever skillfully and masterfully deliver that to the people will win this election, because the two political party base has been energized.
I think at this point we kind of realize that it's not going to be based solely on who do the better work. Because obviously if that was the case, then we wouldn't have to be having this conversation. So it's not about who do the better work, but who make the better talk. And it's a better message, or whose message resonates better then, put it that way. Which party is able to get their message out there and to convince the electorate. And that is why I cannot ignore the power of communication, right?
Yeah.
I think you're sensing like an over-reliance on the performance by the party.
And
I think we've been using this platform to call on the party to not rely solely on the performance, but to improve the communication. Because that is what is making the difference out there. You understand?
Forsyth, when I was a man of the church, you see, I would sit in church on a Sabbath morning, and in divine hour, you will have different pastors. Sometimes you have the pastor of a church, or you have a visiting pastor, or a visiting evangelist. And sometimes, the message that pastor, that preacher come with, is not really the effective message, but the delivery of the message will arouse you, and the church will catch in a frenzy, so to speak. You understand? Because the delivery of the message is such.
Charismatic.
But I think this time, though, Winston, I really trust the Jamaican electorate to choose the better leader over the better speaker. And me understand the nervousness or the concern as we would have seen, Jamaicans made that decision to choose the better speaker over the better leader. But I think it will be different this time around. What I think the party needs to focus on, as I said, Winston, is to push the benefits, because I see a lot has been said about the achievements, but I think more can be done to the granular details in terms of telling people how they are benefiting from these achievements. When I talk to people, I realize they don't know what is going on. You know, you have people where I tell you, say poor people can't buy a house,
So
and they have not gone to NHT for the last 5 years for check out.
I know that neighbor wants to take. I know that neighbor wants to get hear the other people's view. But let me say this quickly, and then I will pass quickly. I'm seeing Michelle out in Eastern St. Thomas campaigning, right? And she looked bubbling with confidence. But I don't want to see the jumping and the dancing and the singing. What I would love to see for Michelle campaign is to
connection.
Go out in the sugar belt where the people from the lower economic class reside. Reason with them. Let them know that, listen, the situation of your life, why it never changed, why your mother, your father, your grandfather, and because they were at the end of the tail. Nothing never passed on to them. But let them understand now that with this new highway that is coming through St. Thomas and with the urban center bill, let them understand the economic benefit that can spin off from that. Let them understand that now that we have proper infrastructure, that investors now can see the opportunity in St. Thomas, especially with those arable farmland, that investors can come in now and put up a hotel and link the farmers with the hotel. So whatever they produce, the chicken, the pigs, the goats, the cows, the carrots, the onion, the yam, etc., that the hotel now can have a memorandum of understanding with them, so they produce the hotel and etc. These are the type of communication you have to let the people understand.
I agree with you, Winston.
Let the people them know, so listen.
Let me make the link.
This is what in the politics for you, but it only can come about if you give the government the opportunity what demonstrate to you to attract this type of investment. So me now want to see she and her sister push up her head to topless Zeke and jump and dance and sing. That's not the word me I look for. That's not campaigning.
True. And people don't need to know to pass something for voting. You know? You don't need to know the details. No. You just need to find out what's important to the people and just tell them what policy government have where I got satisfy their needs.
Okay.
Right? Because, all right. Look at social pension. A lot of elderly don't know about it. Solidarity program. Some people are take a farmer card. Some of the youths them.
Yes.
So you have to push these little, these you see, we don't push it, the simple benefits. We want to talk about the major achievements. And nothing is wrong in talking about the major achievement, you know, but talk about how people benefit from now. Tell the people them how they benefit from it, what it means for them. Tell a person in the nook and cranny of some remote era, right, who might have missing too. Tell them about Tell them about the second chance smile. Tell the amputee about the new limb, new life. You know, and that is where I think the communication needs to be improved. Because Winston, I can tell you, a lot of people don't know. They are not aware of these benefits. I can tell you that.
That me I talk about.
The focus is on the major achievement, but not the benefits. How we benefit from all of this? What it means to me?
Yeah.
Sometimes the common man now make the connection. You have to tell him.
Mm-hmm. That's how it is, brother. You see, in this time, you know, you see all the government ministries them, where the benefits them there. The government have to get the people them to come from out of the AC office, brother, and go meet the people them, you know. You understand? And maybe if you even want to carry them at the yard, but what the member of parliament to do now, use the community center, bring out the people them to the community center, have a fair, and bring out the government agency now and let the people know aware of what is there for them. That's how it goes.
All right, Winston, we have to leave it there. You hear?
All right, neighbor. It's always a pleasure, sir.
Take care of yourself. Foresight, you have to leave it there.
No problem, neighbor.
Bless. All right, Navi, you and your friend. We close with you. Navi? Navi?
Hello, neighbor.
Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Did you go to church today?
No, neighbor. Remember, I'm Jewish, neighbor.
Oh, you are Jewish. Okay, all right, great. No problem. And your friend? Who is your friend?
That's Kalara. It's Kalara.
It's Kalara?
Yes.
But she has a new page.
Yes, neighbor.
I think she said she would not have come back here. You were able to convince her to change her mind.
Neighbor, I can't answer that question, you know. I have no idea that she said that.
Yes, she did. She said that she was not going to come back here because I am deaf. She hasn't been able to tell me what the bass is. But I see her back. Clara, are you going to tell me where's the bass?
She does not want to speak, neighbor.
Then why is she up here?
I don't know.
Miss, if you don't want to speak to me, why are you in the box? Huh? I don't understand. So tell me a little bit about this labor right movement, huh? What is it about? Labor right youth movement. What is this about?
Me, neighbor?
Yes. Aren't you part of it?
No, neighbor, I'm not. That's Kalara's thing. You know, that's her activism page.
Is she okay?
Yes, she is. She was just speaking on another line, so I guess she's okay.
I don't understand. Is she sleeping? She says she's sleeping. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, but she's clearly not sleeping if she's typing in the chat.
Neighbor, I hide a picture too. You say I'm hiding, sir? You want to see my face? Is that what you want to do, George? You want to see my face, sir? Please. Anyway, Navi, what's new? What's happening?
I don't see anything new is happening. It's just the same old 4 points every single day. There's nothing refreshing. There's no deep conversation being held on this app. Honestly, it's frustrating, but you know, I have a message, and as Garfman likes to say, we have an agenda, and we're here to put that agenda forward using nothing but the truth. We don't need to propagate anything. We don't need to make
what is the agenda? What is the agenda you
the agenda to vote for the Andrew Holness-led administration, to vote for performance over propaganda, to vote for performance over promises, to vote for performance over lies, to vote for performance over party ideology or what party you support, to vote for Jamaica and to choose Jamaica. Because
and are you making progress? Are you making progress, you think?
Well, I think I'm making progress because I've gotten messages from people saying I've got a message from people saying that they love to hear me speak, they love to hear me get the message across, they love my insights or stuff like that. But then you know you have the flip side, you have some people, I don't know what about me that tingles their soul, what it does, but at least I know that I'm making an impact enough for both sides to have
tingles their soul, ma'am?
Yes, Newa. It tingles your soul because I can be on a live, not even like I could be in a box, neighbor, not even talking, and there's someone in the comments attacking me. That's how crazy it is, neighbor. I was on a live just in the comments, and someone had something to say about me, And I was like, what? I haven't even spoken as yet. And every time I'm on a live, even if it's not politically related, they find me, and these people don't follow me. So I want to know, how do they find me? So I'm
Oh,
glad. I'm glad that
you go on a number of lives. You go on a number of lives.
yes, a number of lives that are related to Jamaica Labour Party are, those lives that are saying, bring your party's message. What are you voting for? Why should you vote for the Jamaica Labour Party? Those are the lives I go on. And every time I go on there and I bring my party's message apart, or my agenda, as Garfman likes to say, the Jamaica Labour Party's agenda, and I give people the reason to vote. You know what my biggest problem is? The propaganda. No matter if I take the facts out of the satellite and put it on the table, neighbor, people are going to say it's a lie. So sometimes it's frustrating, and it's the same people over and over again.
Yes.
You know what I realize, neighbor? They are not getting their message across.
Oh.
That's their issue. They're not getting their message across. That's their issue. Maybe the message was getting across before, but at this time, at this point, it's not. So you know what they do? They just plan to attack me. I know something people, Tari always tell me, Navy, don't feed into it. Navy, don't. And I know sometimes he's very frustrated with me, neighbor. Because he always tell me, say, Navy, please, don't do this. Navy, please. And I still do it. And I understand the neighbor. And I always say, you don't have to be petty all the time, neighbor. But we are speaking to the same people over and over again. I would just be frank, neighbor. I don't think you should bring back Garfman on this program. Because I feel like he comes here to undermine you, or to, to put forward.
No.
It comes to put forward a message to try to say you're a Jamaica Labour Party supporter, or the Jamaica Labour Party is paying you, because that's the allegations I get, that Jamaica Labour Party is paying me. And I want to say I haven't got one cent. Yes, that's the agenda they're trying to push. Everybody that comes on here and speak the truth is a Jamaica Labour Party's supporter or being paid. And I have not gotten one cent. But wish them could give me some money, neighbor, so I can squander it and buy Cheetos. I wish. Honestly, I love Cheetos and I love any type of candy. So I wish them could give me some money so I can spend it and buy unnecessary amounts of candy and Cheetos. I wish. But that's what I'm saying, neighbor. Instead of debunking,
Can you arrange a payment for me, ma'am? Can you arrange a payment for me?
neighbor, if I could, I would. You would have gotten sponsorship back to back. But don't worry, neighbor. We're going to. Don't worry, neighbor. I'm telling you, don't worry.
You see, you're making me a commitment, ma'am.
I am.
But you are Jewish. You are Jewish, and when Jews make commitments, they fulfill them, eh?
Yes, neighbor.
That's before you leave for Harvard.
Yes, neighbor. And you see, neighbor, I think I have a unique insight to some of these things because I actually have interacted and know these people in real life. So sometimes I think that, I get very personal with these issues because.
But why is it that you take it so personal? Why?
Neighbor, because I've interacted with these people. I have heard stories about these people. Not from anybody that's trying to push a party agenda. These are the people that interact with them on a daily basis. Neighbor.
As I said this morning, ma'am, and I've thought about it. I really have thought about it. And I've thought about it because I don't know if I shared with my listeners that I do get some amount of intimidation. People who have sent me messages saying I can't come certain place, and I would have had to assess my safety and watch myself. But then I asked myself, am I speaking the truth? And the conclusion that I have arrived at is that if you speak the truth, some people are going to like it because it doesn't fit into their agenda. And others are going to say, yes, this is what we believe. And I think that those persons who are aligned with your truth will be more supportive of you. And those who are not, they will not be supportive of you. What I want people to do is to come up here and tell me what I have said that is not true. You don't have to agree, but point out to me where I'm lying. What have I said that is not true? So my friends online talking about Donovan Campbell. What have I said that is not true? That's what
Neighbor, and I can bet $1 million that they can't prove that what you said is not true.
Yeah. Now, if I say to you that crime is down in Jamaica, I don't mean the public figures. I am only reporting what agencies of state have said. That unemployment is down 1%. That poverty has been cut in half. That the economy has grown by 1.1%. Yes, that the government has created 250,000 new jobs.
Never, but they have been told. Believe this, they have been told by their leader to undermine everything that comes out of the government agencies. So this is a problem we're having. Their leader literally told them, don't believe anything that comes from the government or the Jamaica Labour Party. Believe whatever I said. And because he knows he's talking to a flock of sheep, because I don't think that majority of that party is educated enough. And maybe that's my opinion. Maybe that's not.
You know, ma'am, I'm beginning to wonder if cultism is being introduced in Jamaica. Because I'm not saying it is. I'm only beginning to wonder. Because I think that What was that? What was that?
You know, neighbor, it's crazy that, you know what I don't like, neighbor? My biggest problem is I'm here to put forward an agenda, right? And I'm here to tell you the facts or what's not something that I've heard, something that I've researched, something that I have spent my time on, neighbor. Because, neighbor, I'm telling you something about me. I have a lot of things that I could be doing right now. If this country, let's just say, God forbid this country elects the PNP, neighbor, I will tell you this will not affect not even one aspect of my life.
Why?
Because I have enough resources to leave this country whenever I feel. I have enough resources to go somewhere else. I have enough resources to never set foot back on Jamaican soil.
In other words, you have options.
I have options. But I'm here speaking for the people that
that's
don't
fantastic.
have...
You know, that's fascinating to hear you say that. That this is a choice. You have a choice to live in another country. You are saying that?
Yes, neighbor. I have a choice. And I have a choice to sit in my...
You have resources, you say? You are wealthy?
Neighbor, I'm comfortable. I will say that.
Oh.
I'm comfortable enough.
Well, I am uncomfortable, ma'am.
This is what I'm saying, neighbor. So when I get on here and speak, I'm speaking for the people that are uncomfortable and don't have a choice. But they're not educated enough to see what's right in front of them. You know, neighbors, when people get on here.
Yes. Hold on there, ma'am. Because you have to help us lift our comfort level. We're so uncomfortable. Sucking salt, you wouldn't spoon.
Yes, neighbor.
Look at the cup that I have to be drinking. It's a plastic cup. You can buy me one glass cup, ma'am.
Yes, neighbor. You just pick the one that you want and I will get it for you.
Just buy it. Okay, all right, come with me.
So this is what I'm saying, neighbor. None of this will actually affect me. But the thing is that I want better for my generation. I have heard the stories from past generation, the suffering, the crying and screaming of the Jamaican people before me. I want better for my generation. And this is why I get on here and speak. Speak on performance and not propaganda. Because I don't want...
But you're not understanding that you have to help us to get out of this uncomfortable state we are, ma'am. Me and Jamaica girl. You have to drink lime tea for dinner.
When I get into the Senate, I will prioritize that, neighbor.
Okay. All right. Well,
when I'm in the driving
by that time we know gone. By that time we know. By that time we know gone, man.
No, neighbor. That's the next 5 to 7 years.
Yes, but by then hungry, we're not gonna starve to death.
No, neighbor. Not under this Andrew Holness led administration.
Is that so? Can you get me on the part program, man?
Neighbor. I don't.
Can you get me on the part?
So, neighbor, I don't know what are the what's it called that though?
What about the social pension? You couldn't sign me up.
Sure, neighbor.
Okay. Tomorrow?
Neighbor, but you're not. Isn't a requirement at a certain age?
Yes, but how old do you think I am?
I don't know, neighbor. Like,
well, I'm
45.
76. I'm 76.
Neighbor, that's a lie.
Why? Why would I lie?
Because you don't look that age. I have a grandpa that is almost 80. And
you my old man?
Yes. I'm lucky to have all my grandparents alive.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I am 76 now. And
Neighbor, I don't believe that.
You think so?
I think you have to go. You think you have to produce your Jamaican certificate like the leader of the opposition.
But I ban you, you know, ma'am.
The neighbor.
I man ban you.
But not I man Marky G. I man Marky G is different scenario.
Oh, I have to go produce my age paper.
What is age paper, neighbor?
Your birth certificate.
Oh.
You never hear it said like that?
No, neighbor.
Yes, man, it's your age paper. Your birth certificate is your age paper. Where you come from? You come
age? Age like age? Age paper? Oh,
you ever hear this? You have to learn manners? Learn manners?
No, neighbor. Neighbor, I'm young in a neighbor.
Your grandmother never tell us so you feel learn manners.
No, neighbor. She doesn't speak like that.
How she speak?
She doesn't really speaks in Jamaica.
So if I tell you if you go learn manners, you don't know what I mean?
No, neighbor. Neighbor, see Jamaica girl I said we're born in 2010.
No, but you know manners, eh? No, sir, this is amazing stuff. Oh boy, I tell you. All right, Navi. So you are uptown girl. Pick me go learn manners, eh? You never hear that yet?
No, this is new to me, neighbor.
Oh gosh.
And to the people in the comments, I want to say I rep Kingston 6 very proudly. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being from Kingston 6.
Okay. So you know more but nyam.
Yes, we hear that a lot. Even I use it.
Nyam.
Yeah, nyam.
When nyam mean?
Eat.
Eat. All right.
Yes.
Say galang go nyam your dinner. Say that.
Galanga nyam your dinner.
You nyam your dinner yet? You nyam your dinner yet?
No, neighbor.
Okay. You. But you no learn no manners. Yes. Okay. All right. When you learn manners, it means so you must learn respect. Yeah.
Neighbor, say you think I'm disrespectful?
No. But I've heard you use expletive. Have you used expletive? You cuss bad word?
Yes, neighbor. I'm not going to lie about that.
You cuss bad word, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
Oh. You can't make me hear one?
No, neighbor. It's not going to be.
You're not going to be what?
I haven't heard my party leader using expletive in public, so I won't do. I don't recall.
Is that convenient? It wasn't me. Oh, okay. She's You know cuss Marky G language. You never said that one yet.
Mark, yes, I use that. That's my favorite one.
Oh! I would love to hear you say that.
Why, neighbor?
I would love to hear it. All right, let's see if the microphone is working here. Do you have a microphone? I have one here. Test the mic for me. Go ahead.
Yo.
Go on.
You actually want me to use it, neighbor?
No. Don't say it here. I can't even do that. I'd love to hear it, but maybe the listeners.
But you know, neighbor, I don't think it will be a problem because I heard a man say that because Marky G use expletives, we should legalize it. So you know.
Well, Navy or Navy?
Anyone at this point, neighbor, I've long past the time of clarifying it.
All right. So when is it that we are going to see how you really look?
Not neighbor, you really want to get me in problems.
What problems? But everybody in Jamaica see me. So why we can't?
No, neighbor.
You
That's going to get me in serious problems.
You will remain a mystery.
I'm not a mystery. Tari knows how I look, so I'm not a mystery.
Oh, you have met him?
No, but he has seen me. He has seen me.
Okay. He has seen you. Oh, lovely. You like him?
Yes, he's my friend.
No, I didn't ask if he was your friend. I asked if you like him.
I do.
Wow. You told him that?
All the time.
I see. Any little thing built in there?
Never asked Tari, but I would say I'm attracted to intelligence. I'm attracted to intelligence.
I see. Wow.
Never, you see now you're pushing the agenda because you know when time I'm on the lives and they see Tari come, they will be like, see her boyfriend come now.
No. I didn't say that anything about boyfriend. I'm only asking to like him. And you said you explained that you are attracted to
Never, but I'm telling you, this is what they do. You see, if I'm there and Tari comes or Tari's there and I arrive, neighbor, then they have this thing that me and Tari going to tag team people. And we literally don't, because sometimes me and Tari's views are very different.
Yes. Yeah.
And we clash in the middle every single time.
Yeah. You're 19. You're 19. Do you think that you are, you know, you wouldn't be ready for a relationship at all?
Never, I'm already in a relationship.
You are?
Yes, I am.
Wow. So then how you like Tari?
I like him as a friend.
Oh, I see, yes. Thanks for that clarification. But why so early?
Well, neighbor, you see, I don't know. I just known this person forever, and it's kind of tradition. It's kind of tradition, you know. You don't normally go out of your circle or anything to find a person.
I understand.
I think a person is always there, and you just pick that person and you just say, hey.
Based on your religion.
Yes, neighbor. I think a person is always there.
But it is a fantastic. That's something I would love to explore with you, because I must tell you the truth. I think it is something that society that large should adopt. Because we just allow our young people to go out and to just choose any old somebody, and it's distasteful. It is distasteful. You are saying to me where you come from, on your values and tradition, someone is always there.
Yes, neighbor. And you see, if you don't really, if the person is from a different religion, yes, then if the person is from a different religion, you don't necessarily. Religion is like an exception. Religion is, but there's just certain other values and things that it's a no-brainer, meaning that if the person is not a college graduate, then or is about to graduate from college, me and that person have no relations.
You are unequally yoked.
Yes, there's just certain things that we're given that you can't bring that person home.
And these are traditional values that you were brought upon.
Yes, neighbor. And
in other words, you could not go downtown and find a guy and fall in love with that guy and take him home. It would not happen.
No, neighbor.
Wow.
And there's the thing is, neighbor, I don't have the recall that no. I don't want to use that word to find a person that's not intimidated by what I have. So that's another factor. So you see, if I'm going to be with someone, that person has to have more than me, or that person has to, from the same level of me, because I don't have that.
You have to marry along the social ladder. There's no going below a certain social ladder.
No, neighbor. And that's beneficial to me, because I won't end up with someone that can't be happy for me, or I make them feel less masculine. I can't date someone that is going to be intimidated by me.
Oh.
You understand, neighbor?
I appreciate it. I have had this struggle with the society. I must tell you the truth. And I really wish that we could get to the place where we could adopt some of these values. The society would be much better. Well, I'm in the lounge searching myself. Let's see what happens and what I find. I tell you, Okay. Are you still there, Navi?
I am neighbor.
Uh-huh. I thank you for sharing a little bit of your personal life with us. I appreciate you letting us into your life like this, and we'll talk some more, eh? Yes. Astute.
Blessed love neighbor. What's with the downtown slander? What kind of style that?
Oh, downtown don't mean downtown Kingston, you know.
No, I know what downtown means. Downtown refers to an echelon
Yeah.
along the
But
social ladder.
you know, sir, one of the things that you want to do when you look at classism, or you look at the various social structures in society, hierarchical structures, is not to deny it, you know.
To
Hello?
deny what? That intelligence is not downtown?
Not intelligence. Not to deny that the society is divided socially.
No, we're not deny that. May I say what's
Yeah.
with the downtown slander? Because Navi said, hold on, man, let me clarify. Navi said she couldn't be with somebody who she's not attracted to from an intellectual perspective. Then she further went on to speak about coming from the same class in terms of the amount of money that they have in a them family. But initially, when I say you say you can't go downtown and pick up anybody, she was on the point of intelligence. So that's what I was specifically referring to, not the part about her having to be with somebody.
Oh no, sir. But you know, there are traditional values that I hope we as a society would maintain. You know, I could share a personal story too, you know, but I think it may be too personal for the person. But we you know, it is what it is. We need to have these values in our society. But sir,
We should talk about it.
Eh?
These are things we talk about and spread the message, and because these are the because we have to use
let me ask you a question, Astute. Why you, a poor girl, tell me now, you're a poor girl from a poor family. Why you going to take up a poor man for? What you do? What you do with that?
All right, hold on, neighbor. First of all, you have to understand the psychosocial aspect of the question I ask.
I do, sir, but may I tell you the truth? You can't talk up somebody who can't help you.
No, well, no. Let me want to answer your question. Me go use a parallel. There's a term with them called black and black crime, right? Essentially, them create that term for say black people kill more black people per capita. But them now look on it for say in making your analysis about who kills whom, you have to look at how much people within that demographic is in that radius that you're studying. Similarly, if we're talking about why a poor girl take up a poor youth, because him the right they say in front of her. She grew up with him, then play marble together, play dolly house together. Two of them are grow up as poor people, so she gonna have feelings for the man when she grow with. No. If we are saying that you can't build with a poor man, I don't think poor is essentially your social circumstance. Poor is a mentality. Because one would say at some point, from a social standpoint, Dr. the Honorable Andrew Holness was poor. He's no longer poor. When you see the pictures of him and his now wife, they were together at prom at St. Catherine High School. They weren't rich. So are two poor people that come together and build an empire. No. What is it that you're saying? For the how much 100 or 1,000 women, them should only be available to the 10% of men who in a rich / comfortable position. People can be together and grow again.
Sir, we cannot foster. We cannot foster. Yeah, hold on, Navi. we cannot foster a culture of poverty. And how you change that is by holding people accountable. The fact is, sir, that a lot of women are impregnated by irresponsible men, and all it does is perpetuate the poverty line. And what I'm arguing is that in choosing someone to cohabit with, you have to examine whether or not the person is able to make your life better. I think that as a woman, that is the first thing that you should be thinking about. And if I have a daughter, sir, and she can't roam that brother, you can't do that. Because he must be able to make her life better. You can't take my daughter, sir, and carry her going to poverty to live. I don't want to hear about ambition. Build something first. Build something first. Don't tell me about ambition.
All right. To that point, on traditional values, my grandparents were not rich when they got together as young people. My parents were not rich when they got together as young people. But they didn't stay rich. They didn't stay poor. So are you saying, my question is, are you saying people who are in the lower echelons cannot come together as a unit and build and pull themselves out of those circumstances?
No, sir, what I am saying is that sex can wait. Relationships can wait.
Okay. Well, that happens with the social structure.
Wait,
sex will wait for everybody.
Hold on, man. I am saying to you, sir, that men must build something first before them take up woman. Build up something first. Because you're going to start wanting, children suffer in these situations, sir. You now work. What you do with woman?
No, I agree. You
now work. Live the way. You live in your mother one little room, sleeping on one little bed. What you doing with a woman? And why should she even think about giving herself to you? No, man. What you do with woman? Right?
No, neighbor. As I was saying, that wasn't the lines I was coming from. I didn't know you were referring to the sexual aspect. Because people can be in a relationship without having sex. We know people that together, and because to them are till marriage.
You can do that?
Yeah, I've done that before several times.
I can't. I can't.
But then you're not going to the traditional values that you espouse. Because traditional values say...
That's what I'm saying to you. And that's what I'm saying to you. I mean, you are attracted to a girl, sir. Very much attracted to her. But you must be sexually attracted. You have tremendous self-control. I don't.
Self-control is a good thing. The man without self-control...
No, but I didn't say it was bad. I'm only saying to you I don't have that level of...
Oh, okay. Well, that's a different conversation. But yes, I have done that. With woman, I never touched her before. I love her like crazy.
How long?
We were together for about a year.
And she sleep at your yard?
Me go off your yard, go sleep.
In the same bed?
In the same bed, in the same room.
What you saying? So what you do at morning time when you wake up?
We don't do nothing. We pray. Even if we got the bathroom, we fast.
You wear a strap?
No, everything let loose same way. We just we can't. Yeah, we just can't put it where it's supposed to go. We have to wait.
Okay. You're a Christian man?
I was raised on Christian principles. Yes, I'm.
Well,
Christian.
God bless you. God bless you, sir. God bless you. You're one of a kind. You're married, sir?
Not yet.
Are you dating now?
Yes.
And this girl is the same thing? You haven't touched her yet?
No. This was from like about over a decade ago.
Have you touched this one?
No.
What you waiting?
And it's not. And it's not. Well, and it's not because touching now and go on, but I have to remind her and say, listen,
Okay.
I have to do the right thing.
You're sure, sir, that girl is waiting for you? You're sure?
Me can't me can't swear for that.
So you're sure nobody else not touch her?
Eh?
You sure nobody else not touch her?
Me don't know about that. Me don't know. Me don't know. Me don't know.
What would you do? What would you do if you found out that touching a gone?
I have to just move on with my life. I have to just know, say, that is the one.
But you say you love her.
Well, love have to do with it. Love don't have to do with it.
Uh-huh.
There's a principle. Okay, let me put it this way. I know
Yes.
every day married people
Sir.
wake up and feel that love feeling, but they make a commitment. It is the principle of commitment that keeps the relationship. Are the principle of another love are the principle of commitment.
Uh-huh. Well,
So if I'm committed to you, regardless of how I feel about you in at the moment, because sometimes you might do something me not even make me not like you at that moment. Then when that means I'm
let me
not
ask you. Brother, you're helping me. So this girl don't make moves at you that you have to resist.
Every day.
And you resist it, sir? And you resist it?
I'm here the man. Listen, you know what I learned? Let me tell you something I learned. Remember one time I dated a girl, Christian girl. And she said to me, say, she want to wait. And I was just too excited. Nice girl. I'm a touch her. And you know, after I touch her, she said to me, say she can't do with me.
Oh?
Yeah, she said, me I know the Christian I'm present myself to be.
Uh-huh.
So me I said, but are you give me? Me I said, are you like you give? She said, yeah, me should I say no? She said, I should have said no because I am the man, I am the leader. So the buck stops at me. That's what she said.
Okay. Well, boy, I tell you, you are one of those God bless man because I
say I'm a virgin, you know. I never say I'm a virgin.
I meet you
Can I say
tonight.
something?
I meet you tonight. Touching may go on tomorrow. I'm sorry.
I have done that too. Me just meet girl, and within a few hours. But me not listen.
Yes.
Yeah, me not tell them I'm perfect. But I'm saying I have done that before several times. Where am I wait?
Yes. Okay, boy. I tell you, it's fantastic. It's nothing to laugh about, but it is so.
My neighbor, yesterday I got on a platform, and I tell you, it was a wonderful time. It was like a chicken among sharks. But I hold my own still.
You held your own.
Hold my own, man. Hold my own. Every question I ask them, only thing, oh, what about the IC? What about the IC? I say, what are the policies? What are the policies? Pay disrespect. We just laugh. Me not disrespect nobody, I know. Because what I will not do is allow them to move the goalposts every time we have a discussion. And that are them tactic. Them come out with the propaganda.
By the way, I noticed that your name is Astute Youth. Is that a deliberate name because of your ability?
I think it represents. I think it's a representation of who I found myself to be.
Well, nice, sir. All right. You know something? I am completely out of time, and I have to move on to something else.
Blessed love.
Well, blessed love to you. I'm going to give Navi the last word, and then I'm going to come back to wrap up. Navi, I understand that the Labour Party is in Portland at a gospel concert. Let me see if I can get a little of that. Go ahead, Navi.
No, neighbor, I was saying to clarify what some people are saying in the comments is that for the reality from such is that you can date outside of whatever, you can do that. But when the fun is all over, you can't present that person. That's what I was trying to say. And it doesn't make sense you go outside and date, and if you can't present the person, that makes no sense. So why spend waste your time?
Whatever you do on road, you have to hide that.
Yes, make the time you waste your time doing all that when you know when the right time come, when serious time come, that person can't be presented. So yes, you can have your fun or do whatever you want. But when clutch time comes and they're expecting what are you going to do? Who are going to do it? You can't present the person, so it does not make sense. And neighbor, what I was saying, you can find it as there's a movie, it's called Crazy Rich Asians, where it basically solidifies what I was saying. The girl went outside her socioeconomic background and she dated a man, and she was unhappy her entire marriage. She had to hide everything she had. She had to make sure that he did not feel less of a man. And it doesn't make sense. You put yourself through all of that for what? To just stay in your socioeconomic background. Understand, neighbor?
Yes.
Yeah.
I absolutely
Yes.
understand. And I agree too. I agree. All right. Astute youth and all. So listeners, I understand that Portland is going to be coming down bank to bank. Let me see if no, we don't have any of that up here. I wonder if Barry might. Portland. I wonder if Barry is in Portland. Barry, are you listening to me? Are you in Portland, Barry? Huh? Okay, I think Barry is streaming. Okay, well let's leave that alone. So listener, thank you for joining me today. Please remember, if you want to help us with whatever, text us. We can talk to you off the air. All right. Right. What a great program we had today. Yep, it was a great program. And all being well.
I was born in a 2-bedroom boardhouse. My father is still a farmer, and my mother is a retired civil servant. I never born with no gold spoon in my mouth. And your old mess on ya. In grandma on ya. In grandma.
That's it for me, you wonderful people out there, eh? Kerry? Navi. Okay, yes, that's Navi. Kerry, hey, Auntie Kerry. OCB, how you doing? Astute youth, take care of yourself. Thank you. You're a new listener. You just came on today for the first time. Fantastic. Wonderful to have you. Thank you. Swaggy G57. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Lascelles Lewis. Condolences to the family of the late Don Webby, former senator, and Grace Kennedy man. Thank you so much. IKEA is IKA. Is that IKEA? Thank you. Thank you for the conversation. Navi, I'd like to talk to you a little bit more about that. Those traditional values. You know, I've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes in my life, you know. When I was much younger. With girls, yeah. Yeah, Rocky, thank you so much. And if I knew what I knew now, then maybe right now I'd still be a virgin. Maybe. You learn by error, trial and errors, but I've learned something about love. Love, you see? And you know, well, had I known then what I know now, and I can tell you that women can really crush you. Men do it too. But I've learned a lot about women, yeah? Thanks to my friend Forsyth, who has given me some insights. You never know till you know. One of the questions that I keep asking is, what can mend a broken heart? When you really love somebody and they break your heart, can you ever love again? Can you really? How do you do it? How do you do it? Guess I'm searching for those answers. Yeah? Somebody asked me to ask. You know that some people live with a broken heart. Some people live with a broken heart. And some people die of a broken heart. Yeah, some people live with it. Some people die of it. Because it's not going to be easy for you to know that someone that you truly love does not love you, or is with someone else. That's a hell of a thing. Stay determined. Thank you so much, sir. Many people are living with a broken heart. They'll never recover from it. They'll never recover. Never. Because I don't know how to unlove. How do you unlove someone that you love? And then, you know, people say time heals. Time heals what? Time heals? Which time? I hear the Bible saying that love never ends. Love never ends. So then, what time? Is either you love or you didn't love. And if you really were in love, I don't know that any time heals anything. The question is that which is broken, can that which is broken be mended? And I think that's the heart of relationship break up, because we are not healed before we take on new relationships. Some of us just need to remain single. No bother take up nobody else. Because you don't know that the person you love is gone. And that's the person you love. And there's a sense in which you cannot really give yourself fully to someone that you don't love. Am I not speaking? And then there are some people that deliberately goes around and you know you're not interested in the person, but yet you lead them on. Stop lead on people, man. You know you don't love, you don't love them. And then you have the users. Good afternoon, sir. Your background is noisy. I'm wrapping up. How you doing?
I'm good. Principal of Injured High School here, man. Everton Thomas. Ex-principal.
Bishop, how you doing?
I'm good, my brother. I'm good.
Hey. You're abroad, eh?
Yes, man, I'm abroad, yes. Been following your program though.
Yes, and you've completed your course of study?
Yes, my doctoral study, yes.
Yes. Would you be coming back to Jamaica?
Not anytime soon.
Oh, I thought you would. So, what you did your doctoral studies in?
Education leadership.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, congratulations, sir. How is the family doing?
Oh, it's excellent. It's good. It's well of the Lord. It's well. The Lord has been good to us.
Yeah, I don't know. I should tell my listeners that we have online here one of the, well, during his time, the best principal at Inzud. Before you were at Inzud, you were at
Homestead Primary.
Homestead Primary. And what a mark you left on Inzud, sir. It was fantastic and very commendable.
Thank you.
So you left to do doctoral studies abroad, and you are working there.
Yes, I'm working here now.
Oh, so how you see things in Jamaica? What have I done to have this privilege of talking to you?
Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak, because I am watching the election from here, and
Yes.
the truth is, I think Andrew Holness has done quite a lot for Jamaica. I don't think the youngsters will remember. I will know rather where Andrew got Jamaica and where it is today. So
Of course,
I really
doctor.
think. Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead, doctor.
Yes, I really think that Andrew Holness, and let me say this to you, I am not JLP nor PNP. I'm a realist. I believe that.
You're also a bishop. You're also a bishop, eh?
Yes.
Yes.
I do believe that if a man God is using a man to bring the country out, we should allow the man to continue to do what God is doing.
I feel so too.
Let me be clear.
I don't see any partisanship in that, Bishop.
Thank you, sir. Because I really believe he's doing a good job. And he is of the people and he's from the people. And I'm proud to know that this man is in Jamaica and doing so well. Let me be clear though. He's human, and we're all human beings and we'll make mistakes. But hearing what persons are saying as if is much better than Mr. Holness, I beg to differ. What I've seen when I was a child growing up versus to where Andrew administration, the Holness administration has brought the country. I'm proud to say, when persons ask me up here about Jamaica, I'm proud to say things about Jamaica. I'm a hero up here when it comes to representing Jamaica. Yes, man, they love Jamaicans. They want to see us do well as Jamaicans, and especially in my era. So I will say to Jamaica and to your listeners, stick with the Jamaica Labour Party for now.
Yes, Bishop.
They have brought us out of the COVID era, and I think any government that shows interest in the young people and the people, that's where we are to stick with. You mentioned my school, that you asked me to mention my schools, and persons who have been with me in the school that have seen and heard of Inzud transformation and Homestead transformation.
Yes, sir.
And the truth is, my secret weapon was to love the kids, love the parents. And that's what, those are my success story, loving people. Andrew, as I say again, he's a human being, but his heart is in the right place. And I think that's what God looks at. A man, that heart is in the right place for the people. And that's the reason why I tapped in this afternoon to say this to you. Because I've been listening to your program and I've heard people come on and they say a lot of stuff. But I really believe that God has appointed this man for this time to do what he's doing in Jamaica. Yes, those are my thoughts.
Well, Bishop, thank you for checking in, and I'd love an opportunity to talk to you some more time.
Sure. Let me get your info now. I need to get your info off here, so you could just send it to me so we could link up.
Well, what you do, Bishop, is that you could just, if you are friends with me, just inbox me and I will just send it to you.
Okay, let me friend you now. But okay, wonderful.
Okay, yeah, let me
my neighbor. Well done, neighbor. I love your program. I was so proud and I saw you online. I was like, yes, man, there goes a man that needs to be out there. Well done.
Well, I have to talk to you off here, side. I'm about to be thrown off because I've put myself into so much debt.
Oh my goodness! But we need to talk. We need to talk then.
We need to talk. So you're sending me a message now?
I'm gonna, as soon as I come off, I'm gonna friend you and we can link up from there.
All right. By the way, I want to tell my listeners that this is the former principal of Inzud High School, Bishop Everton Thomas. I don't think he's hiding. A phenomenal Jamaican man who has made such a contribution to school and to Jamaica. He left to do higher studies in America, and he has called through to say, I'm endorsing Holness for Prime Minister to continue. What an endorsement from a former principal and a bishop. Well done, sir.
Thank you, sir. And let me stress again, I am not PMP nor JLP, I'm a realist. That's one stress.
Yes, great.
All right, sir.
All right, sir. Take care.
Good luck.
All right. Let me see if I can get his information. ERTH Thomas. Okay, listeners. I am happy that I'm happy that I delayed so that I could talk with this great man. He has sent me a message. All right, yeah, okay. Bishop Thomas. He was responsible for quite a transformation. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just getting myself connected to him here online. All right. So listeners, until tomorrow, I was talking to you about the whole matter. Well, guess what? I have good news for you. I have online the forecaster. Hello, Casey.
Hey, neighbor, what's up?
Hey, man, how are you? What's happening on the road?
Well, a lot is happening on the road. I'll have a lot for you tomorrow. So.
Well, tell the listeners. We are anticipating that tomorrow and on Thursday of this week. Correct?
Yes, definitely.
So give us a little insight in terms of what you have for us tomorrow.
Yes. We will be analyzing six close seats and 7 female candidates.
6 of the closest seat and 7 of the females.
Candidate from both sides.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fantastic. So listeners, there you have it. KC will be with you tomorrow, just after about 6:30, 7 o'clock, KC. 6:30 tomorrow, forecast. And then on Thursday, KC, we should be looking at an all island. We'll be telling the listeners where the election stands.
Yes.
So on Thursday, we'll tell you guys how many seats the parties are winning at about Thursday. So KC is working on that for you tomorrow. So there you have it. The forecaster is going to be on tomorrow, 6:30. And he's going to be doing 6 of the closest constituencies, along with how many female candidates, Casey?
7.
7. You can't afford to miss that tomorrow, just after Tari's take and your neighbor's notes. Tomorrow, 6:30, Casey will be on. Thank you, Casey.
Yes.
Take care.
Okay, cool.
All right, so neighbor, there you have it, listeners. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. Lots of happenings on the streets over in Portland. You can't afford to miss the seat counts on Thursday. Next week, Thursday. Please remember, we need a sponsor for that. This is going to be it. Politics Plus will tell you on Thursday who is winning the election. Politics Plus will tell you. Yeah, Politics Plus will tell you that on Thursday. Thank you for all the gifts that you have sent this evening. Can't wait for Thursday to come. And Marcia Morris, well, I have it. Kerry, how you doing, eh? Good evening. Thank you so much. Solid Rock. Thank you, Solid Rock, for the heart. Thank you. Marcia Morris, yeah. Determined. I see your support. Yeah. Yeah, you're supporting us. You're supporting KC. Determined. How you doing, man? Thank you. You need to send me a message, Dame. You need to send me a message, man. I need to chat with you a little bit. Send me a message in my inbox. All right? By the way, 85,000 views last week. 5,000. It's last week. 85,000. Tequita Ellis. Take care of yourself too. Yeah, chance. Take a chance with me, no? 86,000 people listened to the show last week. 86,000, imagine. Take a chance with me, man. Sure. Skip them. You're not changing no course, or? The objective, high dynamics athlete. P. Douglas. Good afternoon, Sexy Daz. Yeah. Thank you so much. All right, listeners.
And to make sure that the house are built faster. To the extent that in the first 4 years, we got 200 houses. And between January and June this year, we get 100 and something. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can see and I expect us to get more than 200 this year. Next year, we could have get 400 because they are accelerating the process now.
And not just that, but I believe that if the PNP was participating more in the process,
we will get more. Yes, you're perfectly right. They are denying their people.
Right, because so far, if I may, sir, so far, Mikhail Phillips has participated.
He probably get one.
Oh?
I think he get one. Peter will get one too.
I think it might be two.
Mark Golden get two, you know. But they are not assisting the people to get them.
Right. Mark Golding, I think, got two. Mikhail Phillips got two. Philip Paulwell, I think, may have gotten one. I don't know of anybody else
from the PNP who applied.
I don't see Dennis Daly or Natalie Nita Garvey. I don't see them.
Right. It's unfortunate that in the name of
Not saying they
politics,
haven't, but I don't see it. I haven't seen it.
right. It's unfortunate that in the name of politics, you're sabotaging the very people you should be represented.
I want to clarify something you said too, because we are known that if I am speaking and I get a number wrong, I expect you to correct me.
No problem, sir.
The homicide numbers for 2015, last full year the PNP was there, was 1,200 and that.
Okay.
Not 1,500 as you had said. I know you said it in error.
Yes.
So
Thank you.
we are not like them. Them tell a lie and the other one and support them, but we're not into those things.
No.
We are telling the
And
people
I'm
too.
happy that you did, sir.
Yeah, man. But that's where I want to land it for now.
Yeah. So the social housing program, and one of the things.
Guys, I'm still here. I'm getting ready to go to my constituency meeting with Daryl Val. So
What you doing in Jamaica? Listen to me. What you doing in Jamaica? You might
don't worry
report
me.
you
I
know.
get ready to go watch my MP and my Prime Minister. So don't get jealous, okay?
Mine will
Oh,
report
you
you.
go back to Jamaica, I mean, no say there.
Yes.
I got a buddy pass and I flew in because I can't miss the support land. But I'm getting ready, so I'm still listening. I'm here.
Well,
You'll be here for some time?
Sometime 2 days.
I out of the place.
Yep.
You need to call me.
All right.
Me have something. Me have something to tell you. Me have something to tell you. You need to call me.
What you want them to say? Want marry me?
Long time.
Connecting. One Dominican will talk Spanish for you. No make nobody. I am going to talk Latin for you.
Where is it? The dumb might talk. Oh Lord, I tell you.
Yes. So but welcome to our. No, let me say, bienvenido Isla Bonita Jamaica. You should know what that means, Angel. Angel.
Yes.
She getting ready. She getting ready.
Bienvenido Isla Bonita Jamaica.
What?
So you're the Dominican and you don't know Spanish?
Oh, hold on. Dominic? I'm not in Dominic. Where?
Latin. But at Dominica, I said bienvenido La Isla Bonita Jamaica.
Bien.
Bien is good, right?
Connecting to that. Forever's sake, connecting to that. I'm here. What does that mean? Connecting it? What? How many of us you got in here?
I am saying welcome to the beautiful island of Jamaica.
Oh. Teach whatever I don't so too much of me can't manage down, you know. Me can't when I time we can't rely again, so me can't manage too much on once.
You have to be careful.
Tell you, music are carry in the early 80s. You think hoodie just me have to put on hoodie and dark glasses, you know, because when I back I line I go be going ready to mash me up. I mash up somebody. So but me no bother that sunshine me again much as hoodie. So me one of the best behaving man any woman can find now.
So
one burn I me say.
You just last longer that way, you know.
What you say?
You just last longer that way when you only have
yes,
one.
I talk about my picture last much longer than that. and is that we get lazy, you know, but there's some principle involved, you know, and we are principle people and followers of Christ, so we have to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right. So connecting, I'm asking you to just continue to ride along with the achievement, because those who are listening, even Laborites, sometimes I realize I was talking to one last night, and she didn't even know a lot of things.
Yeah.
Right, but she says she's flying down for the election. So she says she like what she see going on. Nothing is wrong with that. But you also
these forums are good, you know, when people can break things down, try to cut in, when people can break things down so that people can actually understand. Because believe it or not, the whole 100 and odd of us on here are not Laborites. You know what I mean? And I'm sure with the information that you guys have and your knowledge, you're definitely educating a lot of us. You see what I'm saying? So we have to just appreciate as we go along. and just keep letting them know, because when they go on the stages, I'm telling you, just like somebody said this evening, when they're on the stages and they're shouting and screaming, the persons in the back don't hear half of what they're saying, you know. They're just blowing that thing or whatever. So most of the information is just basically going through the cracks, so people not hearing. So I wish more people would have been on the forum sometimes just to kind of just hear for themselves and get a better understanding. But of course, man, we can't bomb shuffle this one at all. We really have to carry Andrew home. We cannot bomb shuffle this. You know, because that would be a political suicide, I'm telling you.
All right, I'm going to hop on at this stage, if I may.
Hold on. I'm gonna hand the baton to you, but I want to just segue with what you said, Audie. This is not even about the PM, even though he's the leader of the ship. It's about continuing the progress that has been made so far.
Absolutely.
And you can't swap black dog for monkey, because one is promising and one you have already seen what can be done. So when I hear the PNP say both are the same, okay, even if we're going to swallow that lie, if both are the same, then there's no need to vote in the PNP. Keep what you have.
Yeah.
Indeed.
That's the closest. I think that's the closest they get to saying that we can do the same thing that they are doing. You know what I mean?
No. Well, we can't do the same thing that they are doing, because them lie and violent.
Yeah.
And corrupt. So go ahead, connecting.
All right. One of the biggest items on the ballot this year when the election is announced, in a few weeks' time, I guess, is the FT reduction in the homicide numbers. That's a huge and that is why the PNP is making so much effort to take it away from the government. But it is the $90 billion that the government has invested in national security over the last 9 years that has caused the significant reduction in not only homicide but all other categories of serious crimes. That is huge for Jamaica. I was in the town of Montego Bay after 12 midnight last night. And it's like a Christmas down there after 12, like it's as if it's what do they call it? The day before Christmas. The 24th of December, what do they call it?
Grand market.
It's like a grand market in Montego Bay. After 12 midnight last night, people hang out and close one wall out there, sell everybody out in the street. I don't see one police last night. And I'm the police out there, I don't see one last night. You understand me? And this is happening all over Jamaica. I hear Spanish Town is alive. Again, downtown is alive. Yeah, and this is huge doing for Jamaica. This 40% reduction in homicide. But it has to go, it has to be down to the benefit of the government and how they have strategically managed the policy aspect of the forces. The government is in charge of policy while the police commissioner is in charge of operations. But it is the policy of the government and that
is working.
That has kicked in now. That's kicked in. By the way, we have not yet seen the best. I expect, because they invested, I hear that 200 more recruits went to the training recently, 200 more. And they are still recruiting, they're still investing, they're still building capacity in the national security apparatus. But I'm going to jump over to Montego Bay, another mega project is the Montego Bay perimeter road. That will now remove the heavy traffic. It's a burden to drive through the town of Montego Bay, It's a huge burden. What I look at, I went pay for that car, I just wash my car.
Just to piggyback a little bit on what Collecting was saying as it relates to the homicide rates and all of that. No, they had the demonstration at the Hero Circle where they were talking about, with the people, the Jamaican for Justice people, when they were saying talking about body-worn cameras and the police shootings and all of that. But it is just so ironic that the fact that the whole country or the gangs or whatever it is sensitized as to what the police will do to them, the murder rate has gone down significantly. And in taking most of them out, it will just look like there's some connection there. There has to be some connection, because things just don't happen overnight. So the fact that they're working so hard, they're getting rid of the bad guys, right? And then, people actually get scared because they know what is going to happen. The police is going to come for them, right? So it drives the homicide rate down. But still yet, these people just continue to speak as if, it is something bad that the police are doing. You know, and don't just give them, just laud them. Just say, yo, this is the best we've ever seen the JCF. This is the best I've ever seen the JCF. You know? So it's just a matter of just people just being ungrateful. Just being ungrateful. And as long as we continue to have the young people on board, and because they do understand and they talk to each other. They'll talk to each other, and I'm sure most of them are the undecided. But once they understand that this is where the country is going, you understand? And this is somebody that can go into any community. The PM can go into any community, you know, and feel comfortable with just about anybody. It doesn't matter who you are. Can feel comfortable with anybody. You know, why would you want to? I don't know if you guys remember the time when Mark Gordon was coming from. I think it was Parliament. I don't remember what was happening in Parliament, you know. And the news reporter was trying to speak to him on the outside. And that man boxed away the mic from in front of his face. I don't know if you guys remember that. He literally shoved the thing out of his face. That was a reporter then. And that has, so what he's doing now is not anything new. That is who he is. That's his character. You know? So it's not like we're saying, oh my God, all of a sudden because of politics and because he's ready for the leader, he's like this. No, he's always been like that.
Audie,
always.
The man is drunk. Not only
most of the time
with wine, but with arrogance.
And that is that,
right? Because when we see, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Audie?
I'm here, man. I'm going to so I can listen to you.
Yeah, we have seen how he operates. You know, the new face of politics that we are seeing in terms of really not a new face, but something that we have seen. It's really an re-emergence, as it were, of violent rhetoric and crass talking from the podium. It's as a result of Mark Golding. I remember about 3 years ago when it all started, and I started sounding the alarm to say, hey, I'm uncomfortable with this, right? And if something is not done, we're going back to the old politics, right? No one paid me any attention, right? But it's something that I've observed Mark Golding as a loose talk, which is unbefitting of a leader, whether it be politically or otherwise. As a leader, it's unbecoming of you. As a leader, you must be thoughtful in your utterances. You must understand the impact that your words can have, right? Whether it will incite violence or fear or elicit a sense of calm, you know, to the people. And you must be careful to keep the ship steady at all times as a leader. And part of keeping the ship steady is watching what you say and how you say it. Sometimes it's not just the what, but the how also. Mark Golding don't seem to have that kind of decorum about him.
Well, you know what? That goes back to Joshua. It goes back to what Mr. Rowe said, the last statement that Mr. Rowe made about him not being challenged. So you can you realize that he's actually there by default. That is what I'm getting from what Mr. Rowe said. He's actually there by default. Because so it's not that they wouldn't want to challenge him. I believe that the PNP knows that he's not a fit leader. I'm 100% sure of that. But the thing is, he's there by default, and for whatever reason, he cannot be challenged for the next 2 years, which is what Mr. Rowe said. So, you know, it's just something that is given to them. So however they did that, is that Mr. Rowe said?
I knew about it before because it's not the first it's coming to the public space, right? And yet they pride themselves in being a democratic party, but we won't get involved in their eternal wranglings. What we're getting involved in is what is affecting Jamaica directly, right? And I am saying to the young persons or those who are unaffiliated and or those who are uninvolved in the political process who may be listening, that the future of Jamaica depends on your participation. Right? You may say, but my vote can't do nothing. But old people say 1 cocoa do what? Full basket. They have another version. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. If you don't begin to walk, you can't achieve anything, right? When you're counting, you always begin at the beginning. And I deliberately said that, right? So if the beginning is 10, you said 10, 20, 30. If the beginning is 1, so you begin at the lowest common denominator at all times, right? So whilst you may think, boy, my one vote can't do nothing, but if it's 10 of you in your community that voted, and 10 over the next, that's 20, and 10 over the next, that's 30. But if each of you say my vote can't do nothing, that's 30 votes. That's short. That could have made the difference. Dayton Campbell lost his seat in St. Anne's by 3 votes.
Yep.
So your one vote can do plenty. It can determine whether you have the right member of parliament or somebody who's just there to collect a salary.
What if that day? What if election day? I remember, with date, because as I said before, I live all the way from Jacksal to go vote in Brownstown. So what I mean? So out of that 3, I'm in that 3. So what if I stay down that day? Yeah, because what if I stay down there? I'm like, you know what? I'll go there, man, because then good. This is what I'm saying. They would have narrowed down to 2, and then 2 other persons would say, and it would have been a big problem up there for Crystal. So we just cannot take anything for chance, guys. We cannot do that.
And folks, when you get the time off from work, I know you may want to, enjoy yourself or decide to look for a girl in the case of a young man.
Or a guy in the case of a young lady.
All right, guys.
Or
participate in the process.
Or go lay up on the beach.
Right? Right. If the country is not prospering, then crime will be the other option. And if crime takes over, what it means is that your opportunity to earn is going to be less and less. What it means is that your ability to pay your bills, even the guy where you want milk out and eat out, him can't go earn. So if him can't earn, you don't have nothing to get from him. So you have to tie all of them together and look at the big picture. Right? Young people, I'm appealing to you. Yes, the polls have shown that the young people are the largest blocks as it relates to as being supporters. And when we say young, we're talking up to about 45, So from 18 to 45, we want to include you in it. Don't be thinking that, boy, me not like politics. I never like politics. And it's not politics I love my country. There's a difference, I love my country. And because I love my country, I have to do what's right for my country. Yes, I'm on TikTok often, but let me tell you what brought me on TikTok for those who may not know. I used to be on TikTok making neutral videos in the past. That's how I started out. Until one day I was passing through TikTok and hear some PNP bloggers telling lies. And I said, no, sir. I said, there's no way under God's heaven I can pass this. It was a night. And that's what brought me out of my shell. From being a neutral blogger to decide, listen, you know what? I have to start participating in the process. And that's what brought me out. Right? I came over and I debunked the lies that they were telling. Right? And here I am today. Many nights I want to sleep. You think I don't want my sleep at night? Yeah. I want my sleep, but I also want Jamaica to be the best that it can be. Right?
Joshua.
Yes, sir.
The best example, going back to this, my one vote no matter. The best example I can find was the municipal election in 2016, where the candidate for the Raytown division, Rosie Hamilton, won that division by 1 single vote.
Wow.
1 single vote, and it determined the municipality. That 1 vote.
And they count to about 100 times.
Eh? They got a quote with it. And they could overall it.
Yeah, they kept counting it.
That gave the JLP the municipality in the KSMC. So and to add to that, I voted for the first time in 1980. I actually voted against Michael. As a PNP, I voted against Michael Mandy. Michael Mandy was my MP. And I voted against him.
So you're like Lawrence Rowe?
I tell you something. It was the same constituency.
Rough, you know, man. When you go in that box there on the 28th, Mr. just vote for anybody with a face. You want to tell you?
You know?
People make up their mind from long.
It was the same constituency, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, East Kings, East Central Kings, so Michael Mann was the MP. And then they take off the East Kings and fight into the Central Kings. Same constituency. Wow. Same. 45 years ago, that Lions won about it. And that transformation took me right here to 2025, some 45 years after. Right. By the way, I'm going to tell you something, you know. I'm going to tell you something. No, I probably shouldn't say that. I'm going to make that say. But that election was the Thursday, the 30th of October, 1980. And to the